G'day, Patty.
Hi, Deborah. How are you?
I'm all right, thanks. Really good. Had a good
Good.
week.
Yeah. Goes by fast. It's Monday again.
It sure does. There's a lot to cram in. I'm becoming way more organized, which is a good thing. Like getting the feel for things, and it changes the structure and routine of your daily life. So I've worked out a few things. I'm getting it.
Yeah, me too.
Fine-tuned. Yeah.
Yeah, I get upset if I want to do boots on the ground, though, and it rains. I'm like, oh, my God, what am I going to do? I only have 3 or 4 days left, whatever it is, because I want to make sure it's all done and it's in order and I can present it. And, you too. Same thing.
It takes a week to sort of put it all together and, timing things and working things in. I had my daughter come to stay for 3 nights in a row. It was great.
Wow, nice.
She's like 23 and she's just left town with my youngest daughter. They both moved in together, which is so sweet.
Oh, that's nice. That's
good. They got a great sisterhood. I'm really, really pleased about that. But she's only been away for like 3 months and she's already back to see me, which is great.
Oh, that's sweet. That's
but
nice.
She was hungover one morning, so I got to do a little
I know you said
boots.
that to me in a text. I know. That's funny. So that's when you got to do your boots.
Yeah,
I got to do some on Saturday afternoon. I got to do some. I was supposed to be at the food store shopping, but I got my boots in too for about an hour. So that worked out good.
Fantastic, Patty. Yeah, I saw some of your cemetery footage. Amazing. Can't wait. Yeah. Is that what you're showing tonight? Your cemetery stuff?
Yeah, I'm going to show that
stuff.
Awesome.
Awesome. That was wild. Okay, great.
What about you? Where did you go?
I went to a place called Centennial Glen in Blackheath. Blackheath, it's called, so it's a heath of blackness. But incredible finds. It was an easy walk, so it wasn't too hard going. I try and do the easy ones because some of them, like 6-hour hikes. So and that's the really good stuff. So I'm working up to that because I've got to get my fitness level up.
I don't think I can do that. I try to stay local as much as I can.
Well, I need the exercise, Patty, because I sit on my ass the whole time, like looking at, researching, and my bum is it's pancaked and it's sliding down the back of my thigh.
Everybody's believe me. That's why I will show you my shirt that I got, but I'm only showing you from here up. I had my husband try to take a picture. He messed it up. I said, no, not the whole thing, just from here up. So here we go.
It's awesome, Patty. That red makes it pop, Jen.
I love it. I love the red.
I love that.
Jen said yours is on the way, but it's going to take a while to get to Australia. So
she addressed it to Red Brick Chick, so it could have got held up somewhere.
Well, she addressed mine to Patty Meltologist, so I'm surprised I got it already. I got it Meltologist Patty. Look.
I love that. Oh my gosh.
I'm surprised I got it. No, but it came just fine. As long as the address is right, we'll get it. So speaking of addresses, I think maybe we're going to do shout outs to everybody that's into Meltology and has a channel. And I think, of course, we're going to start with Spot and Red, Laughing Eagle, because if it wasn't for him, Deb and I would not be doing this tonight on this show, and neither would any of the other guys that are on the different nights. So Spot and Eagle, we love you, and we want to thank you for letting us do this, really. Even if we make mistakes, we love you. So thank you very much, Spot and Eagle. There's a lot of ones I want to mention, and Deb's going to jump in and help me should I forget, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We have James, Meltology's finest. We have Dino, Fervent Heat, of course, and he's in the background to help us out. We have Mark with Our Melted Reality. We have Deborah, the Red Brick Chick. My channel is just Patty G. Sometimes you'll see me in a chat as Patty Meltologist or Patty Melt because they won't let me chat in certain things sometimes. So I have a bunch of different names. I told Spot and Red I'm trying to keep up with him. We have Knowledge's channel. Michael does a lot of things.
Awesome hangout there.
Yeah. And let's see. We have Crystal Pyramids. Her channel is called The Melted Truth. Alchemos 83. Let's see. We have I Am Kairos, who's putting up some terrific videos on things, and he's got a brick lab and everything else that we love to watch. We have Tobias,
Peeking through the veil, the dots,
right? And we
excellent stuff from England, castles and things, amazing.
We have The Brick Truth with Leanne, and I'm hoping she comes on the show sometime. She was on the first night she came on for a little bit, remember? That was great.
Yeah, I can't wait till she comes back. Where'd she go?
I know,
Come
me
back,
too.
Leanne.
She's got a lot of footage
I know.
on the ground
That's so
stuff that she
exciting.
could show. We have Shapu, Fruit Kiss Research My Research, and also our channel. If you have evidence that you would like to share, you can go to Melted Red Brick University. It's just one question. It's not a difficult question to answer. And if you answer it and you're approved, you'll be able to post evidence, which is what we've done to be able to do this. I know I did my first evidence in my cellar, my boots on the ground. And here we are. I never expected this, so I'm very thankful that we can do this and have a ladies' night on Monday nights. I think we covered everybody, Deb. What do you think?
You did a really good job there, Patty.
Because I have this that I typed up to go by.
Wow. Oh, it's so organized. Oh,
I try to be a little bit. Yeah.
yeah. So much.
Yeah, so it's been a good week for me and you too. You had a visit from your daughter, like you said.
Yeah.
My kids have been coming over every once in a while. They're busy with their own lives and, you know, the grandkids and stuff, but I'm still trying to pack up to move to what was my mom's house, which is in the same town. So it's not that far, but I have a lot of crap in my house that you don't realize. But when you're someplace for 43 years, you know, you keep stuff. My mother, God rest her, she was 102 when she passed last November, and she grew up through the Great Depression. And it was like, oh, that's a nice cardboard box. Put that in the attic. We'll keep it. Piece of string. Let's keep it. So I kind of get that from her, I guess, you know. So there's a lot of stuff. We're filling the dumpster. It's almost full. So we're getting it done one day at a time.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. So this new property you're moving to, is there much meltology in the yard?
Well, the funny thing about it is, I grew up. It's a lake. It's a small lake here in town. It's not big. It's about 60 acres of, you know, spring-fed water.
60 acres, Patty. Oh my!
No, not where the house is. The lake is about 60.
Oh right.
Acres.
Okay.
The lake is about 60 acres, and there's, you know, homes all around it. But the thing about it is, I can remember my grandfather telling me when I was a little girl, the lake formed because there was a quarry there, and the pumps at the turn of the last century, so say 1900, couldn't keep up with the water coming in, so they let it fill up and become a lake. Now that's what he was told. He migrated here from England in like 1908 or something, so that's what he was told from someone else. So who knows what the real story is, right? So I'm over there, and I did take a picture. I put it in one of my files with those walls that have the rocks standing up that I think was caused from the electricity, the frequency. And lo and behold, right in the yard, right over there, I realized, oh my goodness, it's a little teeny wall, only this big. So I'm assuming it's way underground with the same rocks standing up.
Wow.
And then the front part of the foundation of the house, it's an old house, another old house that's been all redone. But it's balloon rocks, then a few bricks stuck in here and there, melted in. So again, I can't get away from it.
There's no escape.
It's every place for all of us. It's every place.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's it.
So it's interesting. I love it. I love Meltology. I love my new shirt that I got from Jen. Everybody should order one, I think. It's just great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
So anyway, so
we got Derv in the house. G'day, Derv. Good to see you.
Oh, Derv, you're welcome to come in tonight. You know, you didn't come in the first couple of weeks.
Oh, I want to see. There's a picture that Derv showed when she did fly in. I think it was the first time she flew in, and there was this amazing picture of this island, I think in Scotland, with building remnants. There's this one picture she was showing, but everyone was talking, and it was this amazing picture, Derv. I think you might know the one. It's like this green. You might know, you might not, but you know the one. Bring that one. I love that one. And we've got James, Big Jimmy, Fred's in the house. Mark Meltstone. Is that Mark Jamison or is that Mark Reeves?
I don't know. He's like me. He's got a couple of different names too. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
Mark Jamison's done some awesome videos recently. I think Australian. Australian. He's definitely got the accent. So if anyone's seen that, it's on Melted Red Brick University. Mark Jamison's latest boots on the ground footage is incredible. We might even show it tonight if we have time.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So it's really great to see everybody. I am Nancy also.
I'm
Hi. I think
Nancy.
Mark
Jenny.
Are you Mark Reeves? Mark, answer us in chat so we'll know.
Yeah, let's know which Mark you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's Reeves. I think that by his tone.
Yeah.
I can tell. I think it's not Reeves. Big Al? Is it Big Al, I think? Northstone is Big Al. I don't know. Everyone's got so many names now. It's great, isn't it?
Some of them
All these
I still don't
aliases.
see. Some of them I'm not able to see in chat. Isn't that weird?
Really?
It's just strange. I don't know. She said, oh, she's going to wait till
Yeah.
next week. She does have some boots on the ground. Awesome. That's great.
Awesome, Derv. I can't wait. And I want to hear your beautiful accent too, Lassie.
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, I have some kind of funny things I can show if you want. If we're waiting to see if somebody wants to come in. Just a little folder that I kind of put together today. So why don't I do that? Just a little couple of laughs to start out with. How does that sound, Deborah?
Sounds awesome, Patty.
All right, let's do that.
It is Big Al. Mark Meltstone is Big Al. Confirmed. Big Al confirmed.
See if I do this right. Okay.
Where is Odin?
All right.
Massive red card.
You can still hear me all right, right?
Yeah, all good, Patty.
Okay, good. Okay, this was just a little folder that I put together, kind of some funny and some weird stuff too. I just thought it would be a little bit, entertaining.
All right, Patty. Sorry.
All right. So this first picture, let's see if it comes up. I'm looking at my phone. There it is. This first picture was from, last fall. It wasn't quite winter yet. It was chilly out and stuff, but some leaves were down, a lot of leaves were down, but not all of them in the fall. So I went and I started taking a few of these pictures. And this was interesting, this one picture here. But I noticed behind it, when I walked to the other side, there's another structure back there, and it's on kind of a hill. I would have to climb over this wall over here. So I thought, I don't know if I should try to go up there or not. So here's the other structure that I still haven't been able to go take.
Ooh.
But I'm going to, once the leaves start to come down again. You can't even see it now. This is all, foliage now still. And over to the right, where there was a little opening on the side of the wall, I decided I was going to try to walk up last year. I kind of slid right back down. It was kind of funny. I looked around to make sure nobody saw me. So that was one of those kind of funny, weird things, So that's something that I'm going to look into once the foliage, is down.
Is that circular shape, Patty? Was it
It is. It's a circular
wow.
shape. There was no place. I drove around that cemetery to try to see if there was like another street, a little street I could drive up. No, they do have one area that has a gate that's closed, a large, those ones that swing across like a road, a dirt road. It says, do not enter, keep out, and all that good stuff. And well, I'll see. I might.
You might be looking for your lost puppy or something, Patty.
Exactly.
That's my one. I'm looking for my dog.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to find him. That's all. So I'm going to look into that right there. That's coming up. And then once in a while, when you are out doing boots on the ground, you get lucky. And I found this one in the summertime, a 4-leaf clover for good luck. So I figured I must be on the right track, looking for boots on the ground. So they're always fun if you find something like that. And then this always makes me wonder anytime I film anything, the size of those doors are so big. It just really makes you wonder. I mean, here's like a plant pot here, and here's the
Patty, while you're down there with the cursor, just bump that hide button. Just get that tag off.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, thank you.
Boom. Gone.
So I mean, so this is like somebody regular stature, probably about to here. And I don't know if this was altered, but maybe because there seems to be like a line here. Could have been just humongous doors. I don't know. And if it was, how big were those people? That's my question on that. you know, and this church actually says 1729 on it.
Wow.
So that's, according to the narrative, pretty old. This is something that happened to me when I got done filming an area that I wasn't sure if I should go film. Look at what my odometer was, 60666. So I just happened to see it when I got back in the car, and I took a snapshot of it. Just strange things and weird things that happen, you know. This was at another location at the library in town here. I guess it's a planter, but it's the weirdest planter I've ever seen. Look at this face. I mean, is that weird or what?
It is. It's
very weird. And these are like ram's heads on the side too. It's just, but this is just.
Wow, I like the corners, but that middle one, I don't know what even is that creature.
Know. It's just very weird. So that's one of those weirdo things. This is just a little folder that I threw some stuff in. This was another time on top of a building in the middle of the city that's adjacent to where I live. And this is all, I don't know what it is. I guess it's microwave stuff. These are cell phone things, I believe. But I don't know what these are. I guess it's, I don't know.
Altering frequencies somehow, aren't they?
Yeah, right in the middle of the city. Yeah, right in the middle of the city.
They're massive, some of them.
Very weird. Yeah. And then this is weird when you see this on the side of a building. Ugh, a gargoyle. Yeah, in town. That one's right here in my town. It's
really
strange. Yeah. And then, of course, I'm sure you've seen signs like this plenty of times out doing boots on the ground, right, Deb?
Yeah, I know.
Property. No trespassing.
As if that's going to stop me.
True. But I mean, you can always film through the gate like this fence. Or you can get lucky like I did that day and go around to the edge, and then there's a 10-foot section that they didn't fence off. So I took my videos that day. Where there's a will. And then when you come home and you're trying to make supper and trying to get a folder ready to show that night or run another stream, there's the babies. That's Rocky. This is Mitzi. These are my babies.
Rocky,
they're 14 years old. They were rescue cats that I got. Yeah. So they get hungry. So they sit there and I say, okay, I'll feed you, girl. This is the girl and the boy first. So that's my baby.
Are they good with the chickens, Patty? Like,
they used to go outdoors when they were younger. They were supposed to be my mousers, you know?
Right, yeah.
Nobody ever caught a mouse. Sometimes he'd bring me home a chipmunk and bring it in the house. Oh, that was horrendous.
Chipmunks are real?
Yeah.
I've only ever seen cartoon ones. They are really real?
Yeah. So, and snakes. Once in a while, he'd bring me a snake and drop it on the back porch and some, stuff like that. But they stay in now because they're older. They don't move as fast, just like us when we get older.
Oh, Knowledge is here. G'day, Knowledge. So good to see you.
Oh, hi, Knowledge. Yeah.
Play in if you want. Come and join us. You'll be the first.
Please. Definitely. This was from a cemetery. This is just for the Eagle Eye crew. This was on top of a monument, I believe, for the fire department, and they had an eagle on top of it. And I just thought he was nice, so I took his picture. Yeah. And then this was in a cemetery. I just thought this was the weirdest thing for this to me looks too new. This is old. This is heat damage down here, but this is just weird. So that falls under the weird category.
Yeah.
Then with the ball on top too. So
that's the biggest ball we got is the weird.
Yeah. So that's just it is. That's just the weird one. And then this was what I called my
oh, that's beautiful.
I'm calling him a Mandela effect eagle because I love him. He's the same color. Spartan said one time when he saw it, he's the right color, the brick color and everything.
Yeah.
I took a few steps. I stepped maybe 4 or so feet away, and this is what I got.
Oh, wow, that's
white.
stunning.
It's the same statue.
And he's standing on red bricks, melted red bricks, and those wings, my goodness.
Yeah, but I call him my Mandela effect. I call him the Mandela effect eagle because the color just was gone then. Look at it, was like white.
That's the thing with red bricks. I mean, and the lighting and the color, can change. It's incredible.
Yeah, so that's what I called him, the Mandela effect eagle, but he was nice. Right on bricks. So what does that make you wonder? That's the same place where that weird planter was with that goat head or whatever it was.
It's a sign for us, buddy.
Yeah. And then I've seen a few of these. I've only photographed this one. This was by a river where I was filming some waterfalls and stuff that you can see is all blocks and rocks underneath and balloon rocks at the base. And so I saw this, and of course, this is what caught my eye, this symbol, right here.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine went hiking up in the White Mountains about 2 weeks ago, and she posted some of her pictures. So I texted her in Messenger and I said, "What is that picture that you took?" Which was this here. See if I can bump this up a little. And she says, "Oh, that's from the Geological Society. They always post in footage, how high you've climbed up. So look at the symbol again."
Yeah.
Now, I just found that to be very interesting. This is for elevation levels.
Yes.
And this other one here, I got to go down here before I can. And the other one that I took was something to do with water, a well with it. Isn't that strange? So something's there. I don't know, connection, in other words.
Yeah, they seem to own the underground and the waterways and everything.
Yeah.
The symbols on it.
Yeah. And then I think this is the one that I had put on Facebook. This is a very nice back porch or a deck that most people have in the summertime, right? And then those of us that are meltologists have these on our back porches all the time.
I don't yet, but I'll get busy.
Right? This is what we like to display in the summertime. All the rocks.
We've all got a collection. It's fun.
Exactly.
Okay. If anyone wants to come into the stream at all today, Spartan Redders dropped the link. So you guys up there, Derv, I know you might not be ready this week, but you're more than welcome anytime, lovely. Yeah. And anyone else, Knowledge, you're more than welcome to pop into, take the link up, guys, because it's nice to
welcome. Yeah. This was, I didn't even know I really put this in. This was at one of the cemeteries that I had visited. This was just something for the water. But I thought it looked very old to me with the stars on it and everything. It did not have a triangle. It had stars all over it instead.
Wow.
Yeah. It was different, so I took a picture of it.
Yeah, I'm quite obsessed with the different manhole coverings and things you see around. They've got some amazing symbology on them and almost sort of somatic kind of patterns and designs on them as well. Yeah.
Right. And then, of course, whenever I see anything that is buried right in the melt, it's amazing. I think I might have showed this the first week or last week or something. I forget. But these are actually buried right in this melt.
In the melt, aren't they? They're fused in there.
Yeah. They're buried in there from the melt. So there's that. And then, like you, I think I showed you this next shot that when you find something like this, so you have to pick it up and bring it home with you. It's a souvenir, right?
Yeah.
A piece of melted iron, something. I don't know what it is, but.
And looking quite heat damaged too, it's.
Exactly. Exactly.
Is that fragile at all, Patty? Sorry, can you break bits off or bend it? Like, is it a weakened?
I banged it against a rock, and a couple of the pieces that are really deteriorated came off, but the rest of it is solid.
Right. Okay,
yeah. The rest of it's solid. Yep. And then that's just me with the small sledgehammer.
Kathy Bates eating your heart out. Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I figured I'd throw that in for a laugh too. That's kind of funny. And then you saw this one, I think. This was just a balloon rock when I was filming a wall. And the bottom part, you can see the brick lines. And it just looked like teeth to me. So I drew on them really quick and made him a face. So my little balloon rock guy. And then this was at that last location I filmed about a week ago where I saw the coraling, how we call it. It looks like coral. It isn't. It's from the melt. It's,
Yeah, you can see the melt lines. Yeah.
One of the phases of melt. And I was thrilled about it. I mean, how happy is that when you see something like that? Some women like to go to jewelry stores and look at stuff, and look at what we're looking at, rocks and bricks and melt. And I love it. I love it. And then something like that it was dripping. It's almost like in the caves, what do they call them? Stalactites and things like that. Yeah. Yeah, that part of the melt. That's just a side view of it again. Just things that you see and you get, oh my goodness, I got to take a picture and a video.
Yeah.
This was different. This wall here, I mean, it ballooned out and it's small rocks and big blocks. But look at this balloon rock here. I mean, would somebody really build that way? Think about it, right? No.
And the color differentiation too. I think someone mentioned that the black rocks are called onyx. They call it onyx, and yeah, that's quite a valuable stone. And just to be put in like that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is bizarre, Patty.
Yeah.
Nothing adds up.
Right. I know it doesn't. All lies. And then I love this. I showed you this too, I think last week. The contrast, the black with the white. I actually said, I think I'm going to make that my next profile picture. I love it.
I really like it with the mortar coming out and it's got that electrical charge kind of feel to it. It's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And then that was in a cemetery. That was just a pile of rocks. There was no marking near it or anything. It was just like that. So I took a picture of that too. So I think that's the last one. Maybe it isn't. Oh, those were those weird things we looked at last week, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, I do have a couple more. This was interesting. This is a rose quartz headstone. I've never seen a piece of rose quartz that big in my life.
Wow.
It's huge. Look at it. It's pretty. You know, I'm sure it's like a collector's piece, but it was just really interesting. Yeah. And these are just some other cemetery pictures that how this is disappears into the hill. Look at it's all buried underground. Quite an angle. That's just the back side of it. This is all cooked out stuff. I actually have these in the folder for tonight too.
So what is that supposed to be? Is that a grave?
Yes.
The headstone. So is that just for one person or is there a whole family in there?
There is a headstone on it and there was just a last name on the front of it. And it's just very odd, isn't it? To me, it looks like the top of a building.
Yeah, it's something else. Yeah,
so
this
disappears into the ground. And how far down does that really go? We don't know. You know, we don't know. Interesting, though. These were just some other pictures that I saw up on a hill there that, you know, curiosity killed the cat. So I decided I had to climb up there.
Is that an opening in that stone?
I thought it was an aperture. So that's why I made up my mind that I had to go up there. But it's hard to tell. I think it may have been some type of an aperture. Yes.
Yeah, because look inside, there's a block on the ceiling of the opening. That is an opening. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting shape too.
I think I have. Oh yeah, this was the inside of it. I tried to reach underneath and take a picture of it. This was, you know, when the C14 is squeezing out of something, it's like that melty quartzy stuff here, and you can see lines here in this piece. So it's just, and also over here. Melting. This is cooking up here, and
straight lines, right angles.
Up here, look at see the lines.
Yeah.
So it was a big. I'm glad I walked up there to see it.
Yeah.
I didn't fall down this hill. I had on the good sneakers this time. And this is what really made me kind of head up that way on that hill area. First was when I saw this. I think I put this in my YouTube video this afternoon. This is just stuck on here. You can see that. It's almost like a glue or something paste. These are brick lines. These are compressed brick lines. And this is where they're saying is a grave. Talk about a cover-up. I couldn't even believe it. I don't know if I have a closer one. Oh, there's the name. But look, you can see.
Yeah.
I couldn't even believe it. I was almost going to drive by and then I jammed on my brakes and said, oh my God, look at this. You can see how it was terracing down, That's a melted structure.
Yeah. And that piece on the right, that sort of square bit that's out of, cooked out of there. Yeah, definitely.
This is nothing but a cover-up. Literally a cover-up.
Not an actual formation there. Yeah.
No. Nope. And then there was a few of these around, trees that were just completely growing on structure. It was incredible. The roots were like on top of what we're going to call ground, reaching over all the rock structures. I don't know how they stood up so straight and strong. It was like amazing. And this was another piece that I saw that had this is a very large piece of rock, you know, all these holes. Whoever knows, I mean, I don't know what they were for. None of us know. It's like a guessing game, but for something. And this was at the very top of the hill. Now, to me, this looks like it's.
G'day, Alchemist. It's good to see you, buddy.
Yeah.
Our big brother's here.
Oh, nice. This is some type of maybe from the top of the structure itself. It's round. There was a lot of these. I'm saying a lot, but there was a few of these pointed stones like that. Most of them are laying down, but it was just strange. The very top of it round, you know?
Yeah.
Type of a dome or something. Yeah. Yeah. And this was just another one with wavy lines. Remember, I was saying I always have crisscross lines in my area. These are all wavy. This one here, a little bit different, so that caught my eye too. They're all over this area right before you go to exit that particular cemetery too. All of these things are lying around. And then that's me saying I have to go food shopping.
I better get going. I'm actually supposed to be at the food store food shopping. Try to get boots on the ground in, and I did. So I think I better get.
And then sometimes when we mention things that we shouldn't mention, this is where we end up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Facebook jail.
Yeah, I actually got a warning for sharing a recipe for lemon and honey.
Oh, you're kidding me.
And they gave me a warning saying that this does not cure the big C or whatever.
Oh,
my
God.
I wasn't saying that. I was just saying it was just a recipe. And I got a warning for sharing a recipe. I just cried up.
And this afternoon, Stephanie Davis put this up, and I said to her, I'd like to put this on the show. May I? And she said, yeah, go ahead. For serious rock collectors. Wow, look at all these pockets. These are cool.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm going to try to find out where to get them.
Yeah, we're going to have saddlebags.
I know.
Carlos uses a bucket. Someone else uses a backpack. But that's good.
Yeah. I love it. So I figured I'd share it with everybody.
Yeah, I think we've got to do a little designer pack for meltologists, Patty. So we got, the hammer, the magnet, the magnifying glass. I also saw the little saddlebag bears for your collections. And I also saw someone with a rock and a torch. And this rock lit up. So I thought that's another item we need in our kits, to see if the light comes through and what color it glows and things like that. So our kit's getting a little bit bigger.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. I'm going to step away for 1 second. I have to return a phone call I just was told about. So do you want to bring up something maybe to show?
Yeah, what can I would show my, I've got some pictures from my latest boots and still shots that are pretty amazing. So
I'll only be a minute. So I'm just going to stop my camera. I'll be right back.
I'll see you soon. Come back soon. All right, guys, I'm just looking. Yeah, that's the one. I went to an amazing place over the weekend. I'll just enlarge this. And I found so much brick evidence. It was amazing. So here along the trail, the first thing I sort of come across on the top, this chunk of brick mass. You can see the individual bricks laid out there. They've been compressed, but they're all compacted together just along the trail, just ruins of a building. Oh, it's the same one. More of this. It looks like the bricks are being compressed into these, flatter ones that go all around, but melted out at the underneath. But the compressed bricks still surviving on the top. Oh, the stairs there was amazing. I mean, all the way down was just melted stairs and block steps, and but obviously melted. It's not just from carving lines. These are melt lines, and we've got the straight lines and right angles around it. Big balloon rock here, expansion. And all in the rock like this. Melt lines. This is all melted. This is a flow of melt coming down here. Very uneven. And these steps go all the way down. There's so many of them in my area that it's impossible for it to be carved. They say Ranger McKay carved these steps, but they're everywhere, so there's no way. More of the same. You can see it's curving around. Melted out down here. I don't see the need for putting like this curved steps. You know, if you actually are carving steps for bushwalkers, because it is out in the bush, Australian bush. It's a lot of effort to go to, and I don't know if you'd make these grand curving steps. More here. Surviving steps from the old world. Down to an old world building, which, you know, red brick evidence along the way. This brick edge joined, fused to another brick here, another brick here, but revealing its redness, proving it's red brick. Just on the footpath, on the way down. This chunk here, these bricks turning blocky, but you can see the individual lines of the bricks, and they have slightly expanded from the heat. I don't know what this structure once was, but I do know that it was structure. And just, you know, some surviving brick lines along the way here, compressed down, compacted. But an obvious, you know, you can see the individual lines in a straight line mixed in with the melt, but these are popping out, protruding.
Was this kind of close by to where you live, Deb?
Yeah, it's about 10-minute drive from me in the town that I work in, and a short walk. And as I came out, actually, I bumped into my brother-in-law, and yeah, he's a rock climber. And so I haven't seen him since Christmas. So I came out and he's like, "Oh, fancy meeting you, Deb." I'm like, "Hi." And I hugged him and everything. He's like, "Why is there a hammer in your handbag?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's a long story, Richard."
I love it.
I just think I'm a real weirdo.
I love it.
Yeah, a bit sticking out here. But these melt lines, brick lines, melted down over itself. This sort of cooked out area here with plant life growing in it. And often we see, you know, there's a lot more in this melt than sedimentary layers. It's, But this is just at the top before I even got anywhere. It was just amazing.
Wow.
And when you get to these places and there's so much to see, I don't know where to point my camera. I get it's just like, I get quite.
And sometimes you take your pictures or a video and you get home and you're watching them and looking at them, and then you see things on the screen that you didn't see when you're taking them, right? That's what happens to me.
I know. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
More structure on the way down, but red brick remnants in here. And yeah, there's sort of these lines, straight lines, right angles is caught up in it. So yeah, lots of anomalies all the way. More stairs. This is coming down the side of this melted building. You can see it's sloping, melting. The steps are melting. Bit of red brick evidence here. Brick lines and layers all the way down. More of the same. This is all expansion. And this here, why my zoom finger's not.
Jerv says, "Is that a hammer, or are you just happy to go rock climbing with me?" I love it.
Crack me up.
Good. Alchemo says, "I was my mom's walking stick."
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, Mum said so. I borrowed it's her hammer. I've got like a really good hammer coming in the mail, like a geologist hammer, pick hammer thing. But I borrowed Mum's house hammer thing, and she's like, "Oh, well, at least I know you've got protection when you go out."
That's right. And I am Nancy says, excellent bag for women. We have strong lower bodies. Nice.
Compressed bricks up in here. Almost getting that woody type texture.
Yeah.
But then cooked out at the base here, sort of what did Karath call it? Consecration of brick slurry. I like that. And almost a brick shape in here. Yeah, it was a nice variety of stuff I found.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah, this sort of aperture in here. This looks like brick layers. They're very almost metallic, very hard. I've bashed a few of them with the hammer, and yeah, it's very metallic kind of. Again, here, this kind of reminded me of Mark Jameson's last videos. His was a lot more bricky with the clay. This one's sort of hardened and a bit more vitrified than what he had found.
Yeah, the one that he put up today that was all along the shore. That one.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah, that was very good. Yeah. Yeah.
He still had a bit of softness in it.
He's in the chat.
I think that's Big Al. I think that's
Big Al. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. You're right. No, Mark Jameson isn't in.
Quite similar to his findings, but mine were very rough. And this is all cooked out, the colours cooked out, compacting, but also blocking. And we've got the compacted bricks and blocking, brick ash scattered around. Red brick evidence down on the ground, cooking out and flowing.
I forgot about that. Alchemos is on vacation.
Is he?
I'm on vacation, but I can't stay away from the melt. That's right. He said he was going to be away for a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Wow, really? So you're still doing the Fridays, though, aren't you? I'm assuming.
I don't know.
There's no vacation for meltologists, Alchemist. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
In your dreams.
Yeah.
And this was interesting, sort of lines I found in the ground. This way, and this bit. I didn't have my magnet still in the mail, but I wasn't sure if it was metallic. But
it looks metallic, doesn't it? It does look. Yeah. Wow.
Cooked out red brick chunks, compacted, gone all flaky, almost slate-like.
He said on Friday, presentation will show it all. So he is going to show on Friday. Oh, that's good. Good. Friday. Nice. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's all right, Patty. So just capturing sort of the compression of the red bricks and the weight of this above and coming down across the ground because all the ground was bricked as well. Oh, this is upside down. Sorry, guys, but I found a lot of these blocks out there. This is out in the bush, but there are these supposed convict carved blocks, not a part of any construction or anything, just randomly tossed around there. These are heat striations, not pick marks.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're just loose and lying around, but I'll show you a few more of these. They're just in with the rubble. We've got straight lines and almost right angles here, but expanding blocks. Bricks turn block here. They're all expanded out. This massive one, not picked marks. This is heat striation, but rubble lying around. There's another one behind it. These blocks that aren't part of any building, they're just out in the bush in Australia. Here we've got some fine lines. Yeah, not from pickaxing, but lines in this one. Yeah.
I love it because you never know what you're going to find, when you go to a site. Yeah.
And when you do find things that don't make sense, it's like, why is this out here? There's straight lines, this edging on this. This is what we typically see on buildings and all supposed convict, carved stuff. But this is randomly thrown, tossed around in the bush in Australia, not part of any construction. There was never any construction here, being a national park,
Right.
So quite a mystery as to why they're there. No one seems to question it either. So
Now, this is very interesting. How large was this? About?
well, that's the top of my toe. So there's my foot
Okay.
on that block. So that'll give you some idea.
Wow. It has lines all around the edge of it like that, and then the larger design like the rest of it. That's strange.
Exactly, and I've seen this type of thing I've done a video on the Lennox Bridge. It's on my channel, and it's supposed to be the oldest bridge in Australia. And it's going over this little piddly creek. Like, I don't see why they'd go to make this big grand bridge for this little piddly thing.
Right.
It doesn't make sense.
Who knows?
But it's got the, these lines on this side, and part of the encasing, like the bricks are inside, and this is the concrete casing over the outside that's survived.
Wow.
So I didn't take a hammer to it because, it's
Yeah.
I think Melted Saraf was saying about losing respect for certain things that we used to respect, and because you respect it so much, you don't question things or explore it. So
Right.
look at this beautiful block. I mean,
Oh my.
just out there with the other random rocks stacked up, not part of any, pathways or construction. And it's a big block, so you wouldn't drag this down all those melted steps we just came down and everything just to throw it there.
Right, exactly.
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, more of these. And almost got that ripple effect that we looked at last stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of moving from the heat vibration. The vibration of heat has affected that.
The frequency. That's what I think those, that's what that's from. Yeah.
Yeah. This perfect stone here.
Mm.
In with all the rubbly stuff here. This looks like scorching, melting, electrical charge. And this is how straight and flat along this wall was. Complete
It's
building
huge.
that they're all climbing. This straight, right-angled platform here. Layers. Stacked bricks, melted down and compressed. All of this is bricks melted down and compressed.
Wow.
There's the lines. Still got the red colour of the bricks. And then, of course, we could see the bricks, straight line, right angle, straight line, right angle, straight line, right angle. This is expanded brick, blended into one. And it continues like down. This is a column, part of a column that's melted in.
Wow.
Part of the structure.
You can see it.
Yeah. Zoom that in there. Obvious expanded brick. And this piece, we got this straight along here.
Alchemo says, epic evidence as always, Deb.
Thank you, Big Brother. Thank you so much. This along here. Compacted down. You can almost make the bricks out in there. Structure, definitely. Oh, I think that might be it, Patty, for the stills. So my stills, because it's hard when you go to these sites and you're filming, but you also want to get the stills. So I've got a little routine going where I take some stills, but then when I get to sort of some new stuff, new interesting stuff, I film that and I go along the track and just take snapshots until I get to something that I'm going to film. So I've got a little bit of both.
Okay.
Because in the stills you can capture more, and in the video you can capture other things. It gives you slightly different results. So.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll stop screening because that's my. I've got video footage of what I found also, and I've also got a photo album of an interesting place in China, Tibet. Obvious melted building stuff. It's been all over the internet, actually. It's a place called, I can't pronounce it, but it's Guge. Guge.
I don't know if I saw that or not. I wouldn't want to say it either.
It's simple, but I can't pronounce it. Guge. And obviously, extremely. Apparently, it's one of those places that disappeared overnight. You know, those cities that just disappeared overnight.
Yeah.
Another Sodom and Gomorrah
Oh yeah.
site, and it was incredible. Yeah, so I've got a little folder on that too for later.
All right. Why don't I switch off and do
Can
something
you
else?
full screen it? Oh, sorry. Oh, I've got to stop screen. Sorry, stop screen. Sorry, Patty.
All right. Now let's see.
Was that full?
Jerv says, amazing boots on the ground, Deb. Yeah,
Oh,
thank you as always, Brick Love. Nice. Very nice. All right. Share screen. Share. Click on this. Finally getting used to this. I think.
Your hair's getting longer, Patty. It looks awesome.
All right, let's see, albums. So this is going to be the folder that I'm going to click on is all of the cemetery stuff that I found at that cemetery. I have August 27th, Hills in the Cemetery Hiding Evidence of the X Factor. So a couple of these are going to be duplicates. Hide that. This is that strange looking thing that I said had no marker on it. There was no marker in the area of it or anything. It was just all melted together like that, almost like stood up. It's narrower at the top. I did find a little piece of brick in it. I think it's in this picture. There it is right there. Look.
Wow.
Yeah, that was stuck that way. It was on the back side. This was the front side I went to first. And when I walked around the back is what I saw this. I said, oh, that's awesome. But the rest of it's just all melted together, this melty stuff. And, you know, that's what's holding it together, the melted mortar, even what's left of it. You can see it's all cooked here. This is like something else must have been here too, probably another one that fell out. But that was pretty cool, you know. And this is behind it. This was another video that I had, but I just wanted to show that this also is a hill. This is another hill. It's different than the one I showed last time, but it's all, this is the hilliest cemetery that I've ever seen, ever.
Wow, that looks like a whole house.
I know, it's ridiculous. I know.
Yeah.
It says Pine Grove, which is the name of that cemetery. It's just so strange that, you know, why would they do that? Who knows what's really under there that's been hidden.
Get your sledgehammer, Patty.
You know, don't laugh. But I couldn't do that in a cemetery. Only like if I'm out, you know, I'd love to, though. I really would. That's just that other picture again. That's from a distance. You can see it's very hilly all through here. I'm parked over here where it's flat, but it's just very odd to me, you know, very odd.
It doesn't look like a grave. That looks like a sunken house.
Exactly. And then, like this was larger. I saw I think I saw 3 of these. This is all rose quartz crystal, and it was very, very large. I mean, this was a little something that was next to it, but it was a very large piece. I've never seen a headstone like that before. And these names that they put on these are like the one that's on that one that's at the foot of the hill that I said is a melted brick building. It's just like a block thing that, you know, it's just very strange to me. This is that building that I showed. I think I have a video of it, actually. This is a closer up picture of the C-14 coming. Look, it's squeezing out, dripping down, turning into that quartzy feel stuff, I call it. See, it's all uphill from here. It's all uphill. I think I've got the video on this. Yeah, here it is, right here.
So I'm in a cemetery again, and I just find it interesting that these things always are built into the side of the hill. So the road down that goes over there on that. It's on a pretty good hill. I'm just gonna walk over here and look at the back side of it too. And you can see that this stuff here is really, really cooked. See that line in the middle there with the white starting to drip out of it, just like here on this corner. See it starting to drip out. Here, it's starting to turn to that crystallized stuff. It's strange. I mean, look at that. It just disappears right into the hill. It's just disappears.
Top of a building.
Behind me here, there's a few graves, but there seems to be a lot of rocks. A lot of rocks and boulders right here. Right over here. Right along here. Yeah. So smooth on top. It's just another part of the cemetery over there. There's always so many hills. So many hills. This one's really low, the cemetery. But this one here that disappears right into the ground. Look at this. You can see it still continues way under here. It's way under. Way under. That's the mystery about some of these burial plots in cemeteries. So,
There I have my finger over the lens again. You know how we said when we shoot that way, trying to do sideways?
Yeah,
I just catch myself doing that sometimes. I don't know why. This is the second one, which was another it's rose quartz. It's very pretty, but notice the moss growing on it.
Is that what that is? Yeah, I wondered.
Yeah. And then this was the one that, like I said, caught my eye. So this is the lowest part of that where I am, and then I had to go up to the top of the hill after. But I think the video is coming up next. They just stuck this on here. It's not, what they want you to believe it is. It just isn't.
Yeah, that headstone was already there.
Yeah, exactly. This is it here. I started at that other one.
Driving through the cemetery. This is the first time that I've seen headstones that are made out of rose quartz. That's a big chunk. There was one back there that was even bigger. I think I took a still picture of that. But that caught my eye, but this really caught my eye. So this is a hill that I'm on. You can see I'm parked right there. Go up a little hill here that goes further down on the other side over there, but I'm on a pretty good incline here. And there's some graves, but I noticed this one. This one really caught my eye. Her name is Pratt. Look at what they are using. You can see the compressed brick lines. This is just amazing me that this is.
Kairos. Kairos is here, Patty.
It's a damn good cover up.
Kairos, Doug Hickson's in the house.
Oh, hi, Doug. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Kairos.
Look at it. This is a melted structure, a melted red brick building. I'm amazed. I'm just amazed.
Pratt.
So I'm on a hill, like I said. This is some of the other pieces that are behind me. And over there, over to the right. You can see some more pieces. Apparently, this whole hill is that. I'm going to take a walk over here. So I'll take a walk over to here. Whoa, this is kind of squishy, actually.
It's squishy because it's all melted building under there. A lot of pine needles.
That flat edge.
Walking through the ground. I just find that really, really interesting. This hill is pretty good.
Hi, James Breeden.
I might take a walk up there and see
Jimmy.
what I'm interested in. All melted red brick buildings. Right here. Hidden in this cemetery. Interesting. 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 Yeah, I'm going to take a walk up that hill. we go. It's kind of smushy. I think it's from the leaves and the pine needles that are here. Those are pretty good. Of course, I have on my old junk sneakers that don't have any traction, so I'm sliding around a bit. You know?
The comfortable ones.
See? More pieces of a structure. See, that's where I was, way down there. So on this hill, it's another piece over there. Where is it? Can you see it right there? We know what this was. This was a building. I think that's why cemeteries are so hilly. They're trying to hide a lot.
Yeah.
Just my opinion. Just saying. Let's go walk over.
And these are just some still shots of that same hill. So if we can see all of this sticking out of the ground, what's underneath, you know?
Yeah, these are just the tops protruding.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Okay, so I made it up here to the top towards the top of the hill. And I just wanted to get a picture of this interesting formation here. Caught my eye. You can see that there. It's crystallized in the center. Same with that piece there. Okay, so this is definitely a structure. There's another piece sticking up right there. All hidden. All hidden on this hill. In this cemetery.
See, there's no graves there.
This actually
It's just all
of petrified wood. It's not wood.
Yeah, it does look like wood, doesn't it?
It's
Yeah.
transformed bricks.
Wow.
Yeah. Right here. How do you like that? Interesting, huh? Interesting. Okay.
And these are just some still pictures of those same things. From the heat expansion, look how it's separated.
Leaning down. Yeah,
Yeah.
sinking down.
Yeah. It's just another still picture. I still can't get over that they're making believe that that's, you know, the guy's headstone. Oh, this was another one when I turned around. This is the third one that's rose quartz, just huge piece.
Massive.
It almost makes you wonder, did they dig them out of there? And they just didn't want to do anything with them, and they stuck the exact same kind of nameplate on, just a different name, you know, just glued them on there. That's what I think. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, because it takes a lot to move rocks of that size. I mean, I've seen them remove massive boulders from this area with landslides and things. And one little helicopter carrying one block, and it struggled to take off, and then it's swinging on the rope as they fly. You know, it's a massive job.
These three were all in the very same area, like, you know what I mean? So it just made me wonder, did they, when they were deciding to make this into a cemetery, did they just say, oh, well, we can't move these, let's leave them? Maybe they go further down. I don't know. Maybe they just said, we'll leave them and slap on a name.
Well, considering there's more than one, Patty, too, it's like there's a series of them, so it's not like they all had the same idea and all like, oh, they've got rose quartz, let's go do the same.
Yeah.
You know, they might have been original pieces. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I did do a video on it. Let's see. Forget now. Come on, video.
One of those. This one's really a big one. Rose quartz. It's big. I've never seen any headstones like this before. Just here at this cemetery. So, look what's over here behind this wall. There's like some rocks there, like a wall. Look how flat this is. This isn't natural to be flat like that, right? No. Big boulders and rocks. Again, another hill. All remnants of the melted red brick building. Probably a huge structure. That's where I was a few minutes ago. Up on the top of that hill over there. There's another one of those.
You can just see how it goes way down behind me where I was too. It's just all hilly. The whole thing is
Right
hills.
here you can see there's that grave that's on the side of that compressed brick building right there. I'm parked here. You can see how hilly this place is. Look at that. I just want to go look over here and see what's on this side. Oh yeah, look at it. It's all. I'll just. Well, it's not everything all the way down the hill. Look how straight that is right there. Right. Yeah.
Hey, Melanie. Melanie's in the house.
Oh,
Good to
hi,
see
Melanie.
you. Hey. One day you got to come and join us. Come on, you can do it.
Melted and turned into this balloon rock, and now it's all cracking up and everything falling apart. Yeah. Looks like a tree stump, doesn't it? It's not. It's melted red bricks. Brick love, everybody.
Brick love patty cakes.
So I got in the car and rode down the roadway a little bit, and I came to this.
So I drove down that little incline to that hill, and down here there's a little office, I guess is what that is, the cemetery office. But this is the other side of the hill that I was just up on. And you can see all of these, big boulders and rocks and everything from here. You can see that big one up there. I'm not going to go up there, but it's pretty.
But I ended up going up there.
Of course.
So this is all a melted structure here. This whole hill. And then you can see those large pieces right there too. Got some trees down. Good, it makes it easy for me to view this. And then it's like some kind of an aperture, but it's
Yeah,
not.
that's that one with the opening.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
Wow, look at that right angle. I mean, the diagonal angle of that.
Mm.
Yeah, so we're all over the side of this hill like this. Interesting, huh? You can see some larger ones way up there in the back. You can get it closer on it, right there. So, it's interesting.
Come on, video.
Now,
Oh, what did I do? Had the Dean finger there for a minute.
and I'm just going to get in my car. I just looked down this little, it's the exit to go out that way. Look at all those. Look at them all. I'll stop and take some pictures. And now, and I'm just going to get in my car.
Here's the pictures here. That we saw that one in the other folder I showed. That's the one with that we thought was an aperture. Let's see. There should be a video coming up now. This is the
Benny boy, you're late. Mm-hmm. Good to see those.
Hi.
Benny.
This is the exit to leave, and look at what's all over the side of the hill. This little hill. All of these.
Wow.
Yeah, here's the video.
Mm.
Okay, so I'm walking up to all these rocks. Buildings. All these are just sticking out of the side of the smaller hill. And as I go up here, and there's a lot of weird ants here.
There was a lot of red ants running around.
That's a big piece right there. This is strange. It's like kind of like a circle or a semicircle or something here. Whatever remains. Let's see over there.
There's headstones everywhere, Patty.
Yeah, I know. I guess they
Wow.
forgot to put the markers on them, huh?
Why is it every time I film I hear sirens? It's just kind of funny.
Wow.
In the distance
And a
there.
place that's so rocky and they're digging graves. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, there's actually on this whole area where I am, where those rocks and boulders are, there are no graves. Obviously, they know if they've tried to dig down, it's all
Yeah.
melted structure. They
Can't go
can't.
very deep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And over here. Some over there. And of course, right over here. Right behind me. Is this. It's kind of melted to me. What do you think?
Mm.
Yeah. A melted red brick structure of some type. All of this is. And then these pieces over here. Yeah, I'm up a little high again here. A lot of bugs here. Let me just go down here because I like what I'm seeing right here on the side of this.
There's all those wavy
Look at that.
lines.
Yeah.
Wow. Inside here, well, this is split. This is very, very, very straight, as well as this one.
I don't know what
You
that
see
is.
in the kind of
Melted.
wavy lines, you know, of the melt process. I will definitely get a still picture of this.
I got about 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
The
bigger
melt
than-
lines.
Yeah.
I'm 5'2", it's probably 6 to 7 feet tall, or maybe more than that. At the top, it started to go crystal. And here's some more of this terracing down this hill. A lot of pieces, interesting pieces. Look how straight some of these.
Wow. That almost looks like steps or something.
That's what
Yeah,
split with
it
the
does.
other one was.
Like tipped over.
And then the big mound is right over there. Look at that. Terracing down the hill. Okay, so I'm walking up.
Let's see, this is the other mound.
Right, so I started another video over at this part here. The trees are very young. They're growing off the top of it. I have no idea how they can do that. Where's the roots, right? And there's some.
Jervis saying in the chat, oh, hunters always use big rocks like that for
All
markers.
the way out.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
There's a couple there in the background. You can see it's a different shot of that big large one there.
Those were logs. They weren't rock steps or anything. That like railroad tie things or something.
Interesting, huh? I find all of it interesting because it's just all different stages of the melt. Like here, we call that coral, huh? Yeah, it's not coral, it's melt. Actually, the green stuff on this side is lichen that's growing, you know, like grows on the trees, but the other was melt. Melting. Melting down. This tree's trying to grow next to it. Here's the root system here, coming out. But it grew between those two big pieces right there.
The tree came after.
You
Mm.
can see that melting there. See that? Cooked. Cooked, cooked. And here's another tree.
Growing on
top,
the structure.
right there. Growing on top of the remnants of the melted structure. Look at it. Look at a still picture of that.
Yeah.
And as it terraced down, All these pieces are sticking out of the ground.
That's the only place
All the way
there's
down
graves
to the
of that
wall.
whole side.
Wow.
The only place.
Cool. Even right there, there's still a few more pieces sticking out. No. I guess that's going to be my boots on the ground for today. Saturday, August 27th, 2022. Brick love, everybody.
But you know me, that wasn't the last one. I keep going.
There's always more.
Of course. But this tree, it was like a double tree that grew. It's so crooked the way that it goes up, but it's all over this huge structure piece right here. And these are the roots going down. It was fascinating to see, how does it stand up straight like that, as straight as it can.
It's amazing how they feed over all this rubble and stuff there.
Yeah. And this is just a few more still pictures of the
yeah, that's a good point, Kairos. Kairos just said the tombstones discourage any digging for generations.
Yeah, exactly. That one grew right through the two pieces. Look. Some of them you can see the lines.
Massive blocking.
There's another video.
So a little further away, I saw these, all from the same section of the cemetery on this hill. And you can see these lines right on here like this. To get a picture of that. And again,
Agamo says, it's not fair, Patty. You've got so much more time than us.
I do. I really do.
More pieces of the structure. Same thing here. Right over here. And then I came to this big piece here.
And Mark says, Patty, hold on. I was a bit reserved on this for a minute, but now I really see it. What the heck?
Something, obviously, right?
The holes.
Who knows?
Look at that melt.
So a little further away, I saw these.
Did you see the holes in it? Look at. I don't know we don't know what they're for, obviously, but I mean.
Yeah, and the way it's tilted downwards, on the angle.
I think this was probably, I'm pointing to my screen. You can't see it. I think this up here was probably the upright part, and that was down below. It must have been, could be piping or anything. We don't know, wiring. We don't know. But see, the graves that they did use are just all around the edge part of this. All this whole interior thing, there's no graves because I'm sure it's just all, they try to dig down a little. It's all rock. It's all structure. Yeah.
Karis wants to know if there's any golf courses nearby.
Not in this area, but there is one at the other end of town. I haven't gone to any golf courses to check. Have you been to golf courses, Kairos?
No.
Debbie, have you?
I haven't yet, but I plan to. But
yeah, that's a good idea.
I just noticed all these pointy pieces. Not all of them, but some of them are kind of pointy. Obviously buried in the ground.
Yeah, look at this. All straight lines, right angles. Nothing natural about it.
Can you see it? It's a circle.
Yeah, it's ruins.
A circle. Maybe the top of the building. I don't know. I just noticed that now. So I'm just.
See, there it is. It's a circle.
Knowledge said the corpses carved them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's so many different, I took as many pictures of it as I could while I was there. There was nobody around, so it's a good time to be able to do this. Otherwise, somebody might say, hey, why are you taking pictures of that up there? Why are you up at the top of that hill?
Yeah, Jerv said that James has done a boots on the ground at the golf course. I remember seeing that one, and the rock fence that he found.
Oh.
Amazing. Mm.
I'm going to have to check that out. No,
Wow.
I'm not a golfer, so I'm going to have to dress like I know what I'm doing there, right?
All you need is a caddy.
Brother.
Maybe a sledgehammer in your caddy. Pull it
Yeah.
out.
So, yeah. Oh, look at the coloration here in the lines.
Wow.
It looks like maybe these might have been disturbed. They were closer down to where the asphalt is. So I don't know. Maybe they've moved them around or something. I don't know. This looks to me like I didn't know if it was actually brick or pieces of iron right there in this. See?
Yeah.
Little pieces. Yeah. It's hard to tell, but.
Well, that's cooked out red brick blending.
Yeah.
Maintaining its color. Yeah.
Yeah. My finger's in the way again. See?
Always in that corner too, Patty. I get it too.
Do you?
On the left corner.
Yeah. And then look at the lines.
Natalie's in the house. G'day, Natalie.
Hi, Natalie.
Good to see you.
And here's the street. This is where I'm going to drive out. So it goes right down to the street, all of this mess. This one's very melty. Look at leaning over. Just a tiny little rock curtain coming over the side. Oh, there's that piece again. I think I took about 6 pictures of that. More lines over here. Like I said, I think I took 6 pictures of it.
But it's great. You can see the brick lines, the melt lines, the compression, curtaining over.
Yeah.
Ballooning.
There's graves on the opposite side of the street. See over there? There's graves, but not anywhere on this side.
Those graves are so close to the road too. They wouldn't be at rest, surely.
I know. It's just odd. Yeah. That was a different piece leaning like that. I saw that when I was walking back up to my car. Leaning on top of this square piece here. If I took a video of it or not. Oh, I did take a video because there was 2 pieces like this. At first, I thought it was headstones that they discarded. They wouldn't do that. It's near that cemetery office. And I don't know how far down they went. One side is flat, and then it's
circular.
Yeah, there's two of them. Here's the video. I did take a video.
I'm just taking one more short video here. I noticed this piece here leaning against that one there. You can see this is very brightly here. I'm shooting into the sun. And then I saw these funny pieces here. I don't know what they are. I don't know if it was part of this or something else. But there's another one over here too.
Wow.
You see that?
Yeah, isn't that odd?
Matching. Yeah, they're identical too.
Yeah.
The same thing on that one. I don't know. I would kind of be led to believe it was something to do with the structure. Just what I think. Just what I think.
Yeah, this is when I was walking back to my car. See, this is brick ash here, but I think that they disturbed something here because it looks like it's been dug out a little bit to me. And all they found was these pieces. They must have figured, oh, we can't use that side. It's too rocky. Yeah, it looks like it's been disturbed, I think. Anyways. Because they have some trees planted there, smaller, like Christmas tree style trees. This, I don't know. This is odd. Must be pickaxe marks, right?
Yeah, definite lines in there.
Yeah, there's like a little hole in there too.
Almost see the brick shapes in there as well.
Yeah, look at, yeah,
Lines.
yeah.
Before I leave, curiosity killed the cat. It's getting the better of me. I'm just going to go up here because I want to go look at that piece right there that's like a cutout. This is on my way up. Look at how straight that is right there. That isn't natural. Right? Right.
I'm answering my own questions.
It's Patty G and Patty Melt on the job talking to each other.
Yeah.
You agree, don't you, Patty G? Yes, of course I do, Patty Melt.
Yeah. And then I have another one. I have Patty Meltologist too. That's
How
the
convenient.
backup. That's going to be the backup one in case the other ones fail.
Yeah.
Oh, brother. But this was the underside of that opening. And I don't know how deep that is. I don't know how many years worth of, leaves and sticks and everything else there. That's why I said it felt squishy. It almost like gives, because I'm sure everything goes down quite a ways. You can see all these lines here. Look at all these here.
Yeah, some protrusion.
Yeah. Oh, this, I still didn't leave after
get
this.
Going. I'm actually supposed to be at the food store, food shopping, but I had to try to get a boots on the ground in, and I did. All right, so I think I better.
So then I remembered this at the other end of that cemetery, not where the exit is, but up at the other end. And I had seen it like a long time ago. This is just something melted. It's just very melted down. Look at how flat it is. So I decided to take a few shots. This is the side of it. And I think I might have done a video. And then I think that's the last one after that. I must have 10. This is the last videos, but look at, you can see the brick coloration in the side there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All blending.
Yeah, that's a better picture there.
Yeah, look at that in the middle. To the left. Bit of brick sticking out. Wow.
And that's kind of interesting too. That part right there is like steps.
Yeah, very granite-like.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh yeah, there's a video. Look at the lines right there.
End of the cemetery.
I just saw those lines now.
I had noticed this large rock in the past, but I hadn't really.
Blurry, or is it me? Is it too blurry? I don't know why it's doing
part
that.
of my meltology career.
It's getting clearer now, Patty.
Yeah.
So I'm at the other end now, just to take a little video of this and some still pictures too. It's very melted, you can see. Right down to ground level there. There's some, I would call it here, down near the bottom, because I don't believe this is the bottom. It goes way, 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 way down. You can see the discoloration. I believe that's melted brick. I'm just going to take a quick picture of this because I still got to go to the food store.
Look at that melt flow. That's amazing, Patty. Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's really melted.
It extends all down there. I just wanted to get a picture of that too. I'm just going to walk over here like this. To this side of it.
Katie says the tombstone reads, "Here lies red bricks."
Today. Oh.
Yeah, we need to light us
Right into that balloon rock, huge balloon rock.
It's not even a balloon rock.
It's lies.
It's just a big blob.
Happy Saturday, everyone.
These are just the still pictures of it. Yeah, and I'm amazed that I've seen that before, because I've been to that cemetery, over the years to visit different graves and stuff. But why didn't we ever wonder, why is that big rock there? What is that?
Yeah.
It's just so strange that once your eyes are opened, you just can't unsee anything anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's incredible to be able to see this now, and like we've all found, it is just everywhere.
Right. That's the last picture there. So that's the last one from that bunch. All right, let me go back to this.
Joe said that's one superior shopping day ever.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't have gone shopping. I think I spent $160 on food. It's just crazy. It's
I know.
Just for him and me.
Come out with one bag of stuff. It's like,
it's
what?
Awful. It's
4
awful.
bags, and it's
Awful. So expensive.
So,
guys are welcome to come in, even though it's ladies' night.
Absolutely.
I know Alcamos is away. I know Alcamos. I know you're on vacation.
Yeah.
I know that. But if somebody else wants to grab the link, I know they put it in the link a while back, I think, right?
Yes, Spartan just dropped it then. So Laughing Eagle, the link's in there, guys, if anyone wants to come in, guys and gals, of course.
Thank you. Yeah.
Wasn't it a brilliant stream yesterday with the Arizona stream that Jen did, and Crystal and Shapu?
Yeah.
That was incredible. That was really, really fantastic.
I think they're going to do Arizona too, because there's still so much more.
Yeah, and Alabama too. I mean, I bet they all. She's never going to get through the States. I mean, of course.
I know it's going to take her forever. I know.
I know. She's got a work cut out for her there.
Yeah, for the next year. Yeah, exactly.
It's got to be done. It's got to be done. Someone's got to do it.
I know.
Someone to do that. It's amazing.
I know.
Yeah,
I'll be really glad. You're going to be going into the spring, right? Because it's winter there now.
Yeah.
And we're going to be going into the fall. So I'm kind of looking forward to the leaves coming down, because where everything is so overgrown right now, you can't really see things, and there's other places I want to go and film and stuff. And I really can't do that till the leaves come down and you can see things clearer,
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
I've got a few places mapped out too, because I spend a lot of time indoors, and I do go out on my little boots adventures, but I want to do it. I'm going to be doing it once a week now for the show. So I've got a few places mapped out that I want to go to. There's this awesome place called they call it the Lost City, and all the Gardens of Stone, all the Temples of Doom. It's just amazing.
Oh my goodness! Is it far away from where you are?
It's about an hour 20 drive. And,
wow.
But I'm assuming I might even stay overnight, because I'm assuming there's going to be so much out there that, one day isn't enough. And I want to recharge my batteries and go back out. So
thank you, Jimmy.
Yeah, that's something in the pipeline coming up. Yeah.
There's a couple of places that I would like to go visit too, that aren't too far from me. One's maybe an hour and a half drive. It's called, what is it called? I had a note someplace here about, I was writing places down. It's terrible. I make notes of places I want to go visit, Oh, it's called the Chasm Loop.
Ooh.
It's in Sutton, Massachusetts. It's sculptured rocks.
Sculptured rocks. That does sound interesting.
And it costs $8 to get in, but if you're a senior, I think it's only $6 or something like that. So I want to go there. There's a couple of other places that I want to go. There's a place in Groton, New Hampshire, that they call it the Little Canyon. I don't know what that's. Yeah, so there's a few places I want to go. There's another one called Purgatory.
Wow.
Purgatory Rock.
Purgatory.
Oh. So I looked on the map, and most of them are maybe a couple hours away. So that's something to do early fall. So once the leaves, everybody wants to go see the leaf peepers in this area. Oh, let's go see the foliage. I want to see the foliage fall so I can go take my videos and stuff, my boots on the ground. So things are different now. Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to show something? Or do you want me to show something else from another folder? I don't know how much you have.
Well, I might just go through because I've done my still shots, but I'll just do some of my videos of the place that I went to. It's on my oh, I didn't share screen, sorry. It's on my YouTube channel. I uploaded them last night so that they'd be loaded for today because
see, now I wouldn't know how to do that. You're gonna go to you're gonna go get them from YouTube and show on here?
Yeah, so Patty, when you've got your StreamYard, you got your StreamYard tab open, and then just open another tab and put YouTube up in there, and then you can go to it and open up what you want. I think you just open up another tab, but I open up mine before the show so I can get to it easily.
Oh, very good.
I hope. Let's see.
I'll have to practice sometime. That's all. All right. Sounds good.
Well, I hope I can do it. Let's see.
Thank you. A few people said good evidence. Thank you very much. I love doing it.
Can you see this, Patty? Oh, it's not coming up. No, I'll just pause. It's not working. Maybe I haven't done my screen share properly. Sorry, guys. I skipped a step. Okay.
Here it comes. Yep, I can see it now. Wow.
Yeah, chunks of red brick.
Wow.
Spiders in there.
That's awesome. Red brick. Underneath it too, I can see it. Wow. Well, you have a lot of good places to go down that way. Yeah.
And because I'm used to it, I get sick of it. But I realize that not many people see.
Well, that's the thing. All evidence, that's what I believe. All evidence is good evidence because there's a lot of new people that have come in. There's always new people coming in. We always have new members coming in. And I think it's just great to show it. And I know even like Spartan's been showing some of the stuff that he showed a year ago because I wasn't watching the show back then. I didn't see any of that evidence, a lot of people. So it's good. That's how we learn. We learn from repetition, how to recognize things, certain stages of the melt, etc. So it's all good. It's all good. I love it.
Yeah, and that's it, Patty, because there's sort of all these different types of melt. Like, say, Tobias peeking through the veil, he's got a lot of those building melts, and it's great to see it still in the form, it's still as a structure, still as a building, and you can see the heat damage. But with me, there's not many of those buildings left. It's full meltdown. So to see the building in the mountain, whereas Tobias has the mountain in the building kind of thing, it's this sort of, but it's all the same evidence.
Right. This is awesome evidence you got. Wow. Hi, Seraph.
Hey, Seraph, big brother, one love. Thanks for joining. You can fly into the nest if you want, Seraph.
And hi, Katie.
Fly in. Come join us.
I don't know who Katie is, but hi, Katie. Thank you for the compliment. She says, great evidence. This is so addictive. No, really? It is addictive. I'm addicted to it.
Addicts.
Yeah. Awesome. Nice.
Yeah, look at that flat edge of that still red wall, all cooked out there on the corner.
Yeah. Wow. Big structure, huh?
Yeah, and this is one of the small ones.
My goodness.
So overwhelming. A bit of mortar line in there.
Wow.
Crystallized mortar. Running all the way around that right angle structure.
Alchemo says it's addictive, not addictive, addictive.
Yeah,
I love it. He comes up with the best things, doesn't he?
He does.
Doug, I drove 700 miles for this. I know. It's every place, too. It's great.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to have to show some evidence, Doug.
Yeah, I can't wait, Doug.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was there for a week, right? You were a week in is it New Mexico we went, I think. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, a week. Wow. Patty, I watched this. I watched the Tartarian Meltdown today where you had written a comment 7 months ago. I'll tell you something. I've watched that first documentary, I think 3 times, because there was so much information in it to take in all at one time. You don't take it all in, it's so much. So I think altogether I've watched it 3 different times. Yeah, it's amazing. Well, welcome aboard, Katie.
Yes, welcome, Katie. And shout out to Yoakum, doing awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that slab, it's all melted out.
Wow.
And there's so much rubble, it's hard to walk around here, but with this rock, we just kind of see the bricks in there, churned up brick.
So you really got to watch your footing then. Yeah.
Yeah, and I wasn't even thinking about snakes and stuff, but
Yeah, but it's winter time, right?
yeah, but this was one sunny day, and it was the day after a lot of rain, so they might come out for
They
a
might
bit.
come out in the sun. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, almost like those terracotta tiling on the surface there.
Yeah.
Red brick surviving.
Yeah, look at
Picked
that.
out, turning into sandstone.
Wow. Wow. It doesn't get as cold in Australia as it does like in my area, does it? Probably.
Oh, it varies, Patty. I mean, it was snowed last week.
Yeah.
It gets really quite cold here. It goes down to below minus at night in the winter.
Yeah.
It's got quite a moderate summer.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like the hot summer and the cold winter.
Yeah. The change is nice. Yeah. Wow. Amazing evidence, Deborah. Tell me, do your daughters ever go with you to do any of this, or what do they think about it?
They haven't actually. They've just started. My daughters, they're 23 and 21, and they've just moved about 2 hours away in together down by the beaches.
Yeah.
And they've got their own lives. I mean, I bought them a Red Brick Chick t-shirt that I'm going to get them to wear, and they're a little bit interested, but they're so caught up in their own lives. They've just sort of left the nest and starting out. So, to hear what I've got to say might put a dampener on things for them. So, I've mentioned it to them. They know all about it. They've my daughter Jasmine, who was here for a couple of days, Spartan Red was playing on in the background, and I left her one morning while she was sleeping in, and I did these boots. So they know what I do, but I don't. They're quite caught up in what they're doing. So
I have my 2 kids. My son is 45, and my daughter is 47. My kids are older. And
wow, that's my age, Patty. I'm 47.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, my daughter's the same age as you.
Yeah.
And she knows I've been up to one of her properties that she has up in Chester, New Hampshire, was one of my first boots that I did. And the kiddos got involved in it, and they said, "Oh, Nana, we'll help you find melted buildings. Yes, let's go looking." And they were so cute, and they were serious, and they would pick up something and say, "Look, Nana, what's this? Is this a red brick?" Very interested in it, which I was thrilled about. And my daughter is kind of on the fence. She said, "Do you really think that that's part of a melted structure?" And I said, "Yes, I do." And I've told her, because she's online a lot of stuff, go watch this and see what you think. And then when I told her that we were going to have our own show on Monday nights, and she said, "You are?" I said, "Yeah." I says, "On a live stream on StreamYard." "You are? Really, Mara?"
Wow.
you'll have to watch it sometimes, Carrie. And then my son
Yeah.
is kind of like, he has his own business, so he's very involved with that. And I've told him and his girlfriend, I've said, I've been on a live stream on Monday nights now and a few other nights before our show, the ladies' night show. And you're going to have to check it out sometime. And they're like, really? You're on a live stream? They're like,
Yeah, you must be the coolest nana out there.
yeah. So it's interesting, Or I'll say to them, they called one day, one of them called and said, are you and Marty going to be home this afternoon? And I said, well, Marty will be here, but I got to go do some boots on the ground. Oh.
That's awesome, Patty.
It's kind of funny. It is. It's funny. So, yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
But the
coolest nana
grandchildren were
ever.
really interested. Kids, see, they were really interested. Anything like that.
Yeah, because they're so eager to learn, and they
Yeah.
haven't had the shutdown of the mind happen. So,
Yeah.
yes, I had someone send me a video of their young son, talking about melted buildings, and it was
Really?
incredible. And he was talking about there being more suns, and this man's just asking a question. Hasn't told the kid what to say. This kid's just coming out with it himself.
Goodness.
And
Wow.
yeah, it was amazing. So
That is
it's
amazing.
nice that people send that stuff to me and share it. And it's great to see young kids.
I'm laughing. Durf
Yeah.
says, Patty the pro. The pro at what? Here I'm saying I wouldn't know how to share something in another tab from YouTube. I got to learn how to do that. I mean, 10 or 12 years ago, my kids used to make fun of me and said to me, what do you mean you don't have email, Ma? So that was the first step, right? Oh, brother. But I can do a lot of stuff. There's things I still have to learn, but I'm getting there. Very tricky. Yeah.
Yeah, lots of red. And then this is at the base of this building, and then I'm pan up, and this is the
oh my
building.
Goodness. Look at that.
That's sort of black drippage coming down.
Wow. That's incredible. Look at all that vegetation there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, you can see the melt lines and the flow. Chunks of brick still in there. The melt flow at the base here. It's oozing out.
Did you have to jump the fence? Is the fence all the way around it?
The fence is just along there because it's a massive drop and very sort of slippery and rocky, and there's a bunch of rock climbers hanging around there.
Yeah.
Brick slurry, as Kairos would say.
Mr. E is in the chat, Mr. E, and he says, do you think there will be another melt or cataclysm of some large-scale magnitude anytime in the next 10 years or so? No, go ahead and take the mortgage out. It's all right. No, we don't know.
G'day, Mr. E.
Welcome, Mr. E. Oh, we don't know that. Katie says we're an inspiration. Look at that. I'm old enough to be your mother, Deborah. How do you like that?
I know. You can be my meltology mother.
I'm 69. So there you go. So we have all age ranges in our group and everything. And I think it's wonderful.
That's what I love about it. Yes.
Yeah, me too.
It's for everybody. Meltology is for everyone.
Right. Tell me, what kind of snakes do you have there? A lot of poisonous ones?
Yeah, there are all lots of really bad ones. They generally hide from you, but there is one that will attack and chase after you. I think they're the brown snakes. They're the very deadly ones. Yeah. But I've been fortunate enough to not really come across them. I normally take a stick with me.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
Yeah, you can almost see the brick layers and it's come off. And the
Yeah,
tree
and
life, feeding off it. Young tree life too. It's these aren't old trees. They're all very new.
yeah. I must have missed that. Alchemo said scotchato, I think. The word. Let's
My
see.
melted auntie.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Scotchata, my melted auntie. Yeah, you can call me Auntie Scotchata. That's okay.
Auntie Patty, I like that. I like Auntie
Yeah.
Patty.
Thank you. Oh, Deb, you knocked yourself right out of the stream. I've done that. I know. That's all right. Dino will bring you back in, I think. Let's see. Anyways, I have some more evidence that I can show too. Just 1 second. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Jen. Hi, guys. I'm sorry I missed the stream. Oh, I hope you feel better. She had her tooth out. I hope you feel better, kiddo. You'll be all right. I'm glad you had it done. You had to get that done.
Oh, sorry, Patty. I pushed the.
I've done that. I did that one night on a live stream when on with one of the guys. I did it. I just went right out.
I didn't know how to get back. I was like, what happened?
I don't know. I just chatted real quick with Dean. Did he do it? He brought you back in. He must have.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
I
I said, Dean, help. Dean is out of the stream because they're helping us in the back. Thank God.
Thank you, Dean.
All right. Shall I show something else, or did you want to add something?
I had more, but you can show something else if you like, Patty. I had a couple more, but they're on my YouTube channel if anyone wants to see them. Do you want me to continue, or do you want to continue?
No, why don't you continue then if you feel if you want. It's up to you. Yeah.
All right, I'll continue then. I might as well. Hey, Jen. Good to see you. Don't know why it's taking so long. It's just loading, guys. What's going on here?
I don't know.
It's just doing these crazy things now. Oh.
Uh-oh.
I don't know, guys.
I left from when I did mine, right? Yeah.
We're multiplying, Patty.
Dean's coming in.
Oh my gosh, what do I do, Dean?
Infinity.
Re-grab it, honey. Just a second.
What happened?
I don't know. But just go ahead. I'm going to re-grab, add the stream. There you go.
Okay.
I don't know, but Spot and Red's laughing at us, Deb, in the chat.
Laughing eagle. Laughing at us. Okay.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. I'll just try that again.
You trying to do the YouTube videos?
Yeah, I'm bringing it up now, Patty. I think I'm nearly there.
Okay.
1, 2, 1. Oh. Well, look at this. The building tops. We'll look at the building tops. What's up there?
Did you grab it, darling? Do you have it?
Oh, shit. I'm not even sharing screen. It's playing. Sorry. Why is this happening?
I've done that.
Okay. Got it. Do that.
Yeah, I haven't done this properly, so share.
So it's technical issues like this, you see. So we have to come in now and say what's going on.
I know. A third stream, and we should have this.
There you go, darling. You're in.
All right.
Yeah,
here.
you're in. It's up. It
Thank
should be out. I can come out now and leave you to your glory.
Okay.
Thank you, hubby.
Thank you.
We'll just expand the screen a bit. All right, done.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh, look. Wow. Is this that same area?
Yeah, all in the same spot.
Oh, good grief. Look at how high up. Octave 11. Hey, ladies. Hi, Octave 11.
Hi, Octave. Oh, that's my Jojo. Jojo Arrow. Welcome, baby. This is Jojo. She's a member of Boots on the Ground Meltology. And I forgot to send you the link today, Jojo, but she's been doing some great boots in Australia. She's on a different part of Australia.
Oh, terrific.
And, sorry, Jo, I was a bit frantic this morning. I forgot to send the link out. But one day I hope she comes to join us.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. In fact, Jojo, there is a link somewhere in the chat there if you do want to fly in.
Absolutely. And you're more than welcome to. Let's see. It was in here. Let me see.
There's the link there, Jojo. Spartan Reg just dropped it if you want to come in. It's up to you.
Awesome.
No pressure. You're more than welcome.
We'd love to have you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'd love to hear your story about Meltology and your journey.
Yeah. Wow, this is great, Deb. Oof.
Yeah, this is on the top of where I had been exploring, and this looks like, like almost stupa-like on the top.
Yeah, look at
cooked
this.
down.
Oh, all this stuff just amazes me. It's like, and I can't get enough of it. I watch so many videos. Even after the show is done, I'll be watching something till 12 or 1 in the morning. And I'm like, he'll come up, he'll say, aren't you coming to bed? In a little while, honey. gotta watch this video first.
Gotta get my fix first.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at these melted out steps.
Yeah.
And that's on the top. And those steps go all the way down to the next terrace, and where there's this building and all these rock climbers are climbing this building. It goes down, down, down. Yeah, and the terrace layering that we see on those mountainsides.
Wow. That's amazing. See, there's nothing like that around my area, obviously, But so it's like I said, it's different kinds of evidence that we all get. We all get different things, and all evidence is good because it proves what happened, the X factor.
Yeah, and that it is everywhere. This is realm-wide.
Right.
With pockets of survival, obviously, but the devastation is everywhere. And young trees, like these are, the gum trees, but they're all very young. I know we get fires and things like that, but
the growth is all relatively new, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I know everybody has different views on when they think it might have happened, but I know I've heard different views. Somebody says 250 years ago, somebody else says 200, somebody else says 300. I mean, we have no way of knowing, at least not yet. We don't, right? But it just really, and then what the narrative did was with all the stuff that we've been, fed our whole lives that are all made up stories and lies. And how long has it been going on,
Yeah, there's been so much deception. So to finally find evidence and exposing the truth and coming together is it's a movement. It's part of the movement, part of the awakening, a part of creating the new world. And it feels good. Even though it's quite traumatic, it feels really good. There's a lot of high vibration, love vibration, and a lot of fun to be had. So Meltology is a way to free ourselves. And it's been fantastic.
Is Jen still in the chat? Jen, are you still in the chat? I have to show you something. Look at the screen. You ready? Look at the screen, Jen.
I love it, Jen. So good.
Yeah. I love my shirt. Thank you.
Yeah, I got mine coming too. I love the red and the white.
It really stands out. It really looks
striking,
great.
quite
Yeah.
striking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you want to go and share some evidence, Patty, now, or
Yeah, of course I will.
right, truth seeker, can be turn me on to this. Melanie. Yeah, I'm surprised Karen B can turn anyone onto anything.
Minimize. I'm getting there. Now let's see. All right.
Kairos wants to know if there's huge eucalyptus where I am. I haven't seen any real huge ones. They're all spindly type trees. There are some bigger pine trees, but they surround properties. But yeah, mainly eucalyptus, thin, spindly ones.
Let me see. View all albums. I think this one. What I'm going to share is, what did she say? Oh my God, that was great. Do it again. She wants to see my shirt. Oh, I've got my screen coming up though. When I get done with this, I will. All right. So this is, I just made up a few folders of some of my past still pictures mostly. And I love chimneys. I love finding the old chimneys and finding the melteds at the base of them. And I think that's what this one starts with this chimney here.
That's massive.
It is. Oh. Why are my pictures jumping around like this? This is weird. Yeah, it's a huge chimney. They're utilizing it here for something. I think it's for more than the cell tower stuff, because there's just so much wiring on both, down that side and down the other side here. Right. They all feed into this huge cable system that feeds into the building. So I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm not an electrician. I don't understand how all that stuff works. But yeah, you can see how tall it is. It's huge.
Yeah, so I wonder what it's actually doing, like you said, Patty.
I think it's some type of energy thing myself, but you know, we don't know. I just happened to be there and walked around to take videos and pictures. This was another one. This is just a still photo of this pipe. Look at the design on the pipe.
Yeah,
how it's spirally. Yeah, it's been disconnected from something, obviously, because look at, they have 4 bricks holding up the bottom part so the pipe doesn't fall. So I don't really know what the function was of it. I have no idea.
That's amazing ironwork too, to be able to even manufacture that. It's incredible.
Yeah, and you can see there's all scorching marks here. You can see that at the bottom of this base where all these blocks are now. And these are those, I don't remember the right name. I call them balancing rods. They're the rods that go through the buildings on between each floor to stabilize the building and keep it from, you know, if something happens, whether it be an earthquake or just the building settling or whatever. That's another issue too. You know how they always say buildings settle. Why are they settling? Is something underground settling? You know, makes you wonder. Yeah, so I like to take pictures. Here's the close-up. I like to take pictures of stuff like that. And of course, look at this remnants of bricks here and brick ash and little pieces of everything. Yeah, and then I always find these. This one happens to be like a half of a ball is what this was, right there, located there.
Oh yeah, expanding out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is some cemetery footage. I didn't realize this was in here.
This is the name Gardner, and this is pretty scorched too. This is one of these obelisks.
Oh, I think I was showing the obelisks.
It's really feels strange, like crystal, like quartz crystal. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, looks heat damaged.
It's pretty crooked.
Wow, it's got that little lean, hasn't it?
Yeah. See, now here's another one of these things, Deb. A lot of the cemeteries in this area have these plots, cemetery plots, where Then they'll just, there's a headstone on it. Look in the back here. Here's another one with the wall.
Wow.
And then there's an obelisk type monument there. But they're just strange, very strange.
Yeah, and the little domes in the corners too. I've seen those. I've got a little molding of those domed.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah.
I brought one home from an old ruin.
This one has its own wall over here. This.
Yeah, and you think with cemeteries, they want smaller plots, but they're these big, grand, like the whole family is going to be buried in there or something.
And these, that name is Coolidge. Oh, this is two. See, it's just sitting there. It's been placed there with some type of flattened out rock, which is probably some type of melt. And it's just been really, look at it. It's really
scorched.
Again, this is that strange. It
feels very rough, that feeling, that white crystally stuff.
A bit porous, does it feel?
Yeah, it's almost, it's very
this one is
rough to feel,
I'll do another video.
I didn't realize I put these in here. I must have thrown them in when I made the folder up. These are some very heat damaged gravestones. You can see that. These were very decorative, which is why I took them with all this special work on them.
Unusual.
Yeah, very unusual. You can see all of that, the C14. Everything's being squeezed out. You know what I'm saying? From these here. This is tilted over. The same thing here. Very, very, very
cemeteries where Antiquitech goes to die.
Yeah, so, exactly.
Yeah, it does have that Antiquitech look.
Yeah. This one's really a mess. Look at it. It's really all of this underneath it, which is whatever is in the ground. Whether this was placed here after the fact of that, perhaps, I don't know. This is very heat damaged itself.
Yeah, look at that crack at the bottom. And
so it just makes you really wonder, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah, it looks so out of place there. Yeah.
It does. It really does look out of place. I mean, this, yes, is heat damaged, but was it here or not? And they just put it there to cover this up some. I don't know. And then I've seen so many in all the different cemeteries that I've gone to look for heat damaged headstones and things like that. I see so many that don't have a name on them. They just have father and mother on them all the time.
Right. That's
just kind of strange. Or in the ground, there'll be a flat one that will say mother and father. And it's almost comical. And I don't mean to disrespect anybody, but it's just very strange, how they do that. This one, I can't even read. That's how melted this is.
Wow.
I don't know what this was supposed to be. Maybe flowers or something, or leaves. It's really, really,
But unnamed grave sites, that's incredible. Even if it does say mother and father, they're still unnamed, aren't they?
Yeah.
And no years, no dates, because Kairos was asking about the earliest date. If there was an earliest date of a grave there.
The earliest that I found so far, I think, was 1749 or 59 up in New Hampshire, in a Salem, New Hampshire cemetery. And that one actually had the J in front of the number. Didn't have the one, it had the letter J. The older ones, some of them have that. And then the question comes up, did they add the 1,000 years on, or was it meant to be a 1 or whatever? I don't know. This is that picture of that weird one I showed earlier, because this is you can see this is expanded out. All right. This does not look as old, but it's just weird.
Can you zoom in a little on that, Patty, so I can see that smooth bit that they've carved on? Or
this,
it's got that newer, like fake meltology.
Fake meltology, exactly.
Yeah.
And this is pink. The bottom part, this is melted, expanded out and melting. These things here were really melting. Look at on the side where the plot is. And then this is on top of it. So I think that this part right here is newer. Obviously, it's made to look that way. And then of course,
looks like a mold almost.
The ball on top too. Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird. So that's why I put it in with the pictures, because it's something strange, you know. These, look at, here we go again. Mother and father. Very, very melted. Very scorched.
Yeah.
This is that. When I touched it, it almost has like it's so like, it almost feels like sticky. That's what I'm looking for. It almost feels like a sticky feel to it.
Right.
It's strange. Yeah. It's just part of the whatever part, you know, of melting it stopped melting at. Strange. And this one was very, very scorched also. Look at all the way up here and here. Very black. And down here you can see the scorch marks when the heat came up.
And is that a column sticking out the top of it, Patty, or is that something behind it at the top, that Roman sort of pillar?
No, that's part of this, whatever
It's
it
part
is.
of the,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Massive column.
Yeah.
Yeah. Antiquitech.
Yeah.
Ancient
Oh, yeah.
says from old buildings.
Yeah, exactly. And why did they stick them all in cemeteries? Like, you know, and then there are newer graves there. There are people that get buried there now. I mean, probably for the last 50, 75, 100 years. I don't know. But this was the interior. It's just a still shot of when I went to pay my taxes August 1st. And this is the inside of the building. It's old world style, the building. And this is the little tunnel that I went through. You couldn't go up the stairs, several sets of nice stairs to go in the building because of the mask situation was still in effect, you know. So you have to go through this tunnel area with the mask on and go in and pay your bills. But yeah, but look at all this mortar snot coming out.
Yeah, that's just oozing, squishing out.
Yeah. That's just another picture of it there.
Wow. That's just running down the walls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crystallizing.
I did put the video in. Okay. I didn't know I did.
Me and where I'm going out.
It's into the echo.
It's all brick, just like all the other old world buildings that we see. A little melt going on here, melty stuff from the water and stuff. Pretty cool. So this is from the.
And then this was another area of town, not too far from the town hall building. Just some old world brick walls. This one caught my eye because it's just so strange that this little part is here and then this part is here.
Yeah.
It was different. I've never seen another wall like that. Usually it's just this part, you know, but not
with the little A-frame tops, you know, little mini house shapes. It's different. Yeah.
It's different. Oh, and this was adjacent to it. This is where it said private property on the other side of the building. And of course there was the fencing, and then I found a 10-foot area where the fencing stopped. So I guess I can tape it then, right?
So good day, Devon, Mike 69. Good to see you here. Thanks for joining us. So welcome.
It was very windy.
Wow, Patty, that's a mess around there. My goodness.
They were digging, yeah. But you can see the layers. Look at. So this is where they dug down. See the bricks.
Can you zoom in a little, Patty?
It's a video.
See the brick? Oh, it's a video. Sorry, darling. Yes.
I can't because it's a video. I don't know if I put a still picture in or not, but
I can see the bricks. It's all
balloon rocking under here. Smaller ones here. Looks like blocks, I think, there. So it was just very interesting. I did do. Here's a still picture. This is better. I can zoom in on this. Yeah, look at.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
So it was up to here before, and this is what's all that they've dug out. I don't know if that's, I guess, a window because it seems short.
Or even a sunken door.
Yeah,
I mean,
could be. Could be. Look at the brick here. Bricks here. And of course, all of these that are here, and then the rocking and stuff. But anytime I see anything like that, I stop the car to take pictures.
Yeah, well, that's a crazy foundation for an old building, and it's still standing. You know, they were obviously all bricks, and they've.
And it's the old Masonic Hall, by the way.
Oh, right, they've got that underground thing happening.
Yeah. They were doing something new here, adding. I don't think it's in this set of pictures. It's in the original folder when I filmed this. Over here on the side of this building, you can see part of it. It's some special kind of piping. It's leads up like a conduit up the side of the building. up here. And then it's going underground. So I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. I have no clue. Oh, this is like a small sewer pipe or something there. It was
And
a lot
what's
to
that?
see.
What's that big mess to the left, the bottom left there, Patty? That sort of
Over
melted
here?
out rock. Is that all
This is what
melted
they
rock?
dug out, I guess. This is what they dug out of this
I
area here. They just
see.
piled it up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, see, here it is. Here, I did put it in. See all these pipes? I don't know what they're going to do. Something.
Oh, I see. Coming up from the ground.
I know. It's just very weird.
Mm. Breathing holes.
Yeah.
Ventilation.
Notice it says keep out again. I didn't go over there. I didn't go in the building. Oh, this is, I guess they're out of order when I put the folders together. This is a very heat damaged headstone. Look at it.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I think I have the back view. Yeah, there's the back view of it there. It's very heat damaged.
Yeah, you can almost bang out the brick lines in there.
Yeah. 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 And this is very scorched too, this back side of this. So like that's how I started doing that, cemeteries, and first my cellar, and then the backyard, and then the cemeteries. And there's evidence everywhere. Anybody that's just getting into this, it's very easy to find evidence. Once your eyes have been opened, if you repeatedly watch these streams that are on 7 nights a week and watch the documentary, The Tartarian Meltdown, will help you familiarize yourself with the terminologies. And even I still don't have them right. I know I don't. I make up my own words. It's that crystallized stuff. Right. You know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah.
Like this is different, too. This was in another cemetery. Look at this is completely rounded here. It went right around like that.
Mm.
And there's
Yeah.
some structure here still sticking out of the ground. This was the top, probably the top part of a building. Trees are growing out of it now. And just things like that will catch your eye and get you interested. Take some still shots. If you don't want to take videos, take still shots and you'll have your evidence. This was another one. Look at how buried this is. This doesn't necessarily mean this is a little small building here. This extends way down here. This extends way down. How far down does it go? We don't know. 5 stories, 10 stories or more. We don't
could
know.
have a whole tunnel system.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But this has all been hidden in plain sight. How many times did I visit this cemetery in the past? Probably a dozen over the years. I'm old, right? And I never noticed that before. I never thought about it. So there's always things that, like these were sticking out too. They're not gravestones or anything. They're just tops of something, some type of pillar or something. Right there in plain sight. Yeah.
Oh, this trip hazard.
Yeah. Yeah. This was on the left-hand side of it. You can see whatever the structure was. Look at the brick lines.
Yeah.
A lot of melting going on. It was falling down this way, obviously.
Very slab-like. Yeah, with that straight lines and right angles and obvious structure.
Yeah.
Not sedimentary.
Evidence everywhere. Yeah. But we've been told otherwise, like you said, This was sticking out of the side of something. I forget, a wall, I think. This is melted right in here.
Red brick there with a bit of mortar coming out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Blocking, slabbing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Transitioning bricks.
Yeah. So much evidence everywhere. This is a mess too, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah. Looks like something may have been on the top of it. But maybe not. But if it's old world, they always had, a ball on the top or something.
Yeah.
It's just melted down. Yeah. And here's another section of it where this wall continues, and you can see this brick in here. Red bricks.
And then dripping mortar, crystallized mortar oozing out.
Yeah. Melting right down. Yep. Dripping. Yeah. Things that, people drive by every day and you don't notice anything. This is just an odd rock that sits in my backyard that I looked
Very
at
melted.
it times. It's very melted. It almost looked like this was like swirly here, almost like to see the top of a column. You know, the things that go around.
All right.
Who knows? This is
Like those Art Nouveau kind of flowerette things.
yeah.
Mm.
Plus, it's a different color and through here too. And then the opening, whatever this was, you know, crystallization down here on this part of it. Just kind of oddball things I put in the folder. Oh, this was me with the small sledgehammer right there.
By the wall there.
Yeah.
This is a rock.
Yeah.
Flat. Yeah, the difference
Sound
is
hollow.
hollow.
Yeah. It is
Right here,
hollow.
there's a crack in it. So I think I'm going to get the small sledgehammer. Try to.
Sledgehammer.
Hammer time. Hammer time.
That's the big sledgehammer. And this is the small one. I'm just going to give this a couple of taps. Oh, there you go.
Damn.
There it is.
A row of bricks just came off.
Yep.
Just, melted. Little discoloration in there. Almost looks like a brick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I was just curious. I'm back.
Forget what this is.
It still sounds hollow. I think it's just like fractured. Just hollow sounding.
It's like turned to slate, you know, that outer layer.
Maybe this is a job for the big one.
This was the big sledgehammer now.
All right, so
It's hard to see. I'm down here, but my phone's on the top part there.
Leaning on this. I don't know if this is going to work on there. Let's see.
My husband thought I was crazy that
There we
day.
go.
He thinks I'm crazy.
He was hiding in the pantry, was he, Patty?
No.
Yeah, section the layers are just coming off. The layers are just coming off. That's why it sounds hollow. It's like slate. See? From the mouth and that factor. It's part of the stage. I've melted it right
And I
there.
keep
That's why
talking.
it sounds so hollow. It's just layers. Slate. Oh, geez, there goes my phone.
Oh, the things you do when you're trying to discover things and learn things, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah. But that's what it was. It's just the layers from when the melt occurred. That was just like slate almost on the top, the outside layer, like, you know, thin. That's why it sounded so hollow. That's all brick ash sitting there.
Yeah. Patty finds it in her backyard. People, you know, you'll see it. Go out and look. Have a look
Yeah.
at all
Yeah.
the rocks around you. You'll see it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's just that piece of iron, which I have, by the way, you know.
Mhm. You brought it home.
Oh, yeah, of course. What did Melanie say? Your neighbors must think you're a hoot. I hope they don't see me. Oh, this was
Crazy chicken lady.
Yeah, this is the quarry. This is the wall in the quarry.
Rocks and things here.
I showed this, didn't I, last week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm holding my camera wrong.
Oh,
So I'm walking through the wood. So here we go. There's a ton of pine cones in here. Big birds are flying around. Ah, this is the quarry. There's still water in it. Awesome. But all these, remains of buildings and stuff. We used to come over here and jump around here and oh yeah, cool. Look at it's kind of off limits, I guess. I guess it's private property now, but there it is. Look.
maybe it was a pyramid or something. Who knows?
Yeah, it's standing up.
Yeah, look at that slab right under that tree.
This
Mm.
stuff that's growing here
None of that was there.
from way down at the base.
When I
wasn't
used to
here.
go when I was a kid.
It was just the water.
So in the fall, Patty, this would all be just, a lot clearer. You'd be able to see more.
Yeah, I want to go back in the fall when the leaves come down. Absolutely.
That almost looks like giant steps there.
I know. there's a lot of it on all sections of it, you know. So I do want to go back. However, that's the place where I saw that weird thing, you know.
Yeah.
So someone will go with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who, but I don't know. We'll see. This was just the rest of those pictures. We looked at these all last week. I'm going to just kind of fly through. But yeah, you can see this. Look at the brick lines.
Mm.
And it just is terracing down all the different, all the way down to the water, which is way, way down there.
Yep. All structure. Nothing natural about it.
That's a good picture of it too. Like that.
Yeah. Looks like grand steps.
There was a lot of pyramid-shaped rocks over in the mucky area where I said the water had been drained. And actually, there's one there too. See it?
Yeah.
The fella across the street, whoever lives across the street, when I was leaving, they had like a nice little rock, well, not that little, but a rock garden. And they had 2 or 3 of those still stood up that had the brick lines on them and some other markings and stuff. But yeah. You can see this melty stuff here. That's the opposite side of it with the wall that I wanted to try to get a picture up. That's pretty good. A lot of blocking. You can see the blocking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just looked at all these last week. I didn't realize that there was this many in this folder. Good grief. I'm just going to kind of fly through them. I don't know what's in here for the rest of it.
Jen said, "You're talking about meltology. Your face lights up, Patty."
Oh, really? Yeah. And then this was some of the walls with pieces of iron that are on them. They kind of fascinate me. I wonder what they were used for.
Yeah, look at that staining that comes out of them. You know, Jen talks a lot about the black.
Yeah, the black
drippage.
stuff. Yeah.
And I did see a comment yesterday on Jen's amazing stream on the Arizona, and I think Kara's put in a comment about the blackening, that staining could be from the metal content as well. So yeah, it's another thing to look at.
Yeah.
Great stuff, Patty.
Yeah, these are just, you know, pictures of walls and things. And there's we're not going to watch that one. I didn't even know all these were in here when I did the folder. I thought I was putting all still pictures in. I don't know what this is.
Continuing filming more around this wall, you can see it goes way down the other end. But I just saw this. This to me looks like some kind of piece of iron here.
Another piece, see?
Melted right into the balloon rock.
Yeah, that's actually melted.
Yeah, and then look at this thing jutting out from expansion. Look at it.
Yeah.
Just a lot of different types of melt. Brick lines. Small ones, bricks sideways. Bricks doing tricks, right?
Yeah, they're compressed down, those middle ones.
Yeah. It's just a still picture. These are all the walls and these towers built by that very wealthy man in town back at the turn of the last century, so they say, you know. Yeah, I didn't know these were all in here. I'm not sure if this is actually brick coloration or if it was, I don't know, just when the bricks changed, transformed.
Yes, I've seen that a lot. It's hard to know whether it's like a rusty type thing from the metal or the red from the brick.
Yeah.
Have you got your magnet yet, Patty?
No, but I think there's some actually large magnets over in what's left from my father's things over in the garage, over on the other property in the shed. There's a lot of things we have to clean out once we get in there. And he had everything. So I'm sure I'll find something that, you know, that I can use, different types. How big is the magnet that you got? I know you said
I've got one in the mail. I didn't really know what to get, but I wanted to get a strong one. So I got one that was, it's like it can carry like a huge amount of pounds, and it's for, you know, retrieving fishing hooks and things. So I don't know. That's just one I bought on eBay. So it hasn't arrived yet. But
yeah, I know this one. I know this one over there that my father used to give us to use when we were kids. And you'd tie a rope, a string, a heavy, like a twine on it. And it was shaped not like a horseshoe, but more like like at an angled horseshoe, and it was very thick. And when he would be working on something or doing something like building something, and he dropped nails or replaced something on a roof, he'd tell us kids, take this magnet and go walk around and pick up all the nails. I mean, like 10 penny nails, and no problem. It would pick up a whole bunch of stuff if he spilled stuff or whatever. So that's a pretty good one. I think I know where it is. I may start using that when I go doing boots on the ground. Yeah. Yeah, these are all the ones we saw last week. I didn't realize all these are in here, to tell you the truth.
Last week's stuff, Patty.
Yeah, that's strange. That's all from last week.
Jojo says iron oxide about the red, and yeah, spot on. Definitely. Yeah, the iron oxide leaking out.
Yeah. Now I don't know which one I just showed. 27. No. Let me see this first one. These are some pictures. These were some of the very first pictures that I ever put on the Facebook site. On Melted Red Brick University was this chimney, I believe, here.
Wow.
Yeah, look at it. This building is crazy. From what I understand, they were going to knock it down. The last time I was there, it was all fenced in all around it. This was earlier, before they did anything like that. And this brick that survived, but all of these, they're so transformed in the chimney, in the building itself.
Yeah, that's an incredible tower.
Quite a few, I think, pictures in here of that. There's the chimney itself. It's very, very heat damaged. It amazes me that it's even standing, to tell you the truth, because, I think it went through a lot of heat.
Yeah, when it alters that state of matter, yet still retains its form and its shape and its structure, and standing strong too.
Yeah. I don't
and
think
that building behind it's a 3-4-story building, or
4 stories tall it was. Yeah.
I wonder if it goes down lower, like lower levels.
Yeah, it's called, and on the opposite side of the building, I think it was called the old stone building or something like that. It was actually what they named it or something. There's a plaque on it. It's supposed to be in the national something. I don't know.
National Trust.
Yeah.
They get all the good properties, don't they?
Oh, yeah. And like I said, the last time I revisited it, they had put fencing all around. You couldn't go in or near it or anything. But you know me, I found an opening. It was on a Sunday. I found an opening where there was I could get in and film some more. But this, I believe, I think I stopped and took these very early on, like last fall. This is what we see, when you're driving along on the highway and you see where they had to dynamite to get, stuff out of the way to build the highway and that. I know that it's been dynamited. There's marks from when they blew it up, but you can see, we know what they were. They're melted.
Can you zoom in a little there, Patty, just so I can have a close look at those markings?
Sure. They're melted structures. Yeah. Yeah.
And they say that those are drill lines, but they look like
I don't know if they are or not.
Because they're in the melt, so it's quite hard to distinguish. I know some of them are drill lines.
Look down and through here. Look at. So I don't know. I mean, maybe there are some that are drill lines from when they were putting the dynamite in, but on the other hand,
it's a convenient story, really. Yeah, I've seen that a lot around. The highways and the rock on the highway, and they've got as if they blasted out the rock to put the road in, but. It's just such a big area, and the rock is so hard. It doesn't make sense to me either.
Right. Yeah, this is some more of it. Now look at the angle on this. I mean, that wasn't formed naturally like that. To me, this was a huge structure. It's leaning over this way.
Yeah.
This, whether it was some type of
looks like it's fallen down, like flying backwards. Yeah.
So I took a few shots of that because this was, like I said, last fall. This is another section of it too. I stopped on the entrance ramp to get on the highway. I pulled way, way, way off of it, like into like some grass and stuff, and got out and took these pictures. Yeah, see?
Wow.
That's what it is, melted structures. This was This is my very first video that I posted, and I thought I'd show it
I love
because
this one.
if I can do this, anybody can do this. All right. So I'm
Yeah.
going to go ahead and show it. All right.
Yeah, I do love this one, Patty.
I'm standing in my cellar in Massachusetts, USA, and I decided today to do a kind of boots on the ground in my cellar. I've always wondered about the big rocks that are in the foundation here. Couldn't understand how somebody could pick these up and put them in place. They're so huge. So now that I've been watching all the videos and the still pictures that get posted, talking and explaining about meltology and the X Factor event, I decided to share this today. So here we go. This is one of the outside walls. This is by the bulkhead. You can see how it's squared off, so that would lead me to believe that it's transformed brick. These are huge boulders, huge boulders. Even here on the ground is what they call ledge, but I think it's just more melt. And if we go over here like this in the corner, it continues on. It's a big house anyways. It's a colonial. I researched it. It was built around 1800. And I've been here for 43 years.
Long time.
Over here on this side, I was told this was a coal bin that they used to shoot the coal down into. And the brick walls of it are 2 layers thick. There's a lot of melt over here. Damage near the bottom. You can see up near the top part, some of the bricks are black. This is another outside wall with huge rocks and boulders.
Crazy foundation. It's just
Yeah.
like that wall too that you found. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Whole house is.
It's my house.
Huge blocks, Patty. Wow.
And I think now that this foundation was repurposed when this house was built around 1800. And this was damaged from the X Factor. And these big rocks and boulders have just transformed bricks.
Yeah. Expanded and blocked
So thank you
bricks.
for all the videos that you post and still pictures. And I continue to learn. I have a lot to learn. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.
Isn't that a riot?
I love that one, Patty. I got such a thrill when I first saw that. That was
Yeah, I got a lot of people watched it. I didn't have a YouTube channel or anything. I just put it up on Melted Red Brick University, and I was watching the shows for a while. I think I put this up in, I don't know if it was the end of April or the end of May, I forget. But yeah, I figured if I can do it, anybody can do it. It's everywhere. Go in your cellar, look around your yard. That's how I started. Look at the bricks at the bottom here. Yeah. Yeah. I used to always wonder from the day we moved in here, the only thing that's down there, because it's a dirt cellar, is the boiler. We have gas, so it's a boiler, and the hot water heater. That's it. My laundry's upstairs here on the first floor, the utility room off the kitchen. And I wasn't going to go down there with the dirt cellar. There's snakes down there sometimes. Not the kind you have, but just like regular garter snakes and things. But I used to always wonder about those big rocks. I said, who the hell lifted them up? How could they do that? Well, they didn't. Then this was another one. This was a wall that's in town. This archway is pretty good. This was very early on, but I mean, you can see there's some, mortar that got cooked and stuff. But then I looked at this wall here next to it. There might be another one. Here's the picture. Look at how it balloons out here at the bottom.
Under the pressure and the weight, it's expanding out.
Yeah. Yeah. And so the bricks there stayed pretty much intact. There's a little bit of little ones here popping out, popcorn rocks. Over here, this is really blackened, this part of the brick wall here on the other side of it. So like I said, these were some of the early pictures. Oh, that's back in my cellar. I think that shovel is from medieval times. It's really old. It's still downstairs.
Yeah,
it's
an
real
antique.
old one.
Yeah.
It's an antique shovel. Yeah. This was in a cemetery next to a small building that was like some type of a tomb or something. But this is a door or a window. I don't know. Let me see if I have one after that. No, I don't. I just have this one. Let me zoom in on it, see if we can see it. I think No, I guess there was
Yeah,
another
it's
one I
good.
had. You could see what was in there. It was just all filled up, you know. There was another,
Inside with
bricks inside.
that looks quite sunken too, sunken
Yeah,
down.
yeah, it is. But it was just something interesting, you know, like why would that be there? This is when we went up to my daughter's property up in Chester, New Hampshire. This is where my grandchildren were saying, "What do you think this is, Nana? What do you think this big rock is?" You know, it's almost level with the what we call the ground. And I said, well, that could be a melted building. We'll help you look. They were so excited. They're 6 and
wow.
8. She's 8 and he's 6. Yeah. Oh, we'll help you, Nana. And they were picking up rocks and stuff and bringing them to me and showing me, and which is great. I think if we can get youngsters interested, it's awesome. This was up there too. Look at the compressed layering and stuff. They were bringing me pieces like this and saying, "What do you think of this?"
Wow. So
That's good.
they
Yeah.
can spot it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can see the brick pattern there.
And then here you can see some lines too from compressed brick. And this is my daughter. She picked this up and she said she thought she could see like some really faded like lettering or something on it in through here. See, I said, it could have been a brick. Yeah, of course. I said, and that's probably just what the name was that was on it.
Right, the stamped brick, yeah, with the
but it was, look at how thin it is though.
wow.
Very thin. Yeah. And she bought this property kind of as a little bit of an investment. It's 100 acres of land. And there's a farmhouse on it, and she rents it out. She has renters that live there, but we go up and every once in a while we go up for a ride up there. She takes me up. I mean, she takes the kids up all the time. They're always up there. There's a place to fish and everything else.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, it's wonderful. She wanted to get it because she said someday if there isn't enough land around, at least the kids will have a place to go tent and play and whatever, you know. So this is in the middle of when we were going out, I said, stop. We were in a side-by-side, you know, I said, stop. She goes, what's the matter? I said, just stop. I want to take some pictures. And she was at first like, oh my God, what's she taking pictures of now? And then I said, I think this was a structure. I said, see this wall that's here? And this is very like smushy when you step on it, like the leaves went down about a foot, you know? So this must go way, way down. There was some other rocks and stuff sticking out. So like I said, this was early on, like in April and May. This was lying there. Look.
Wow. Yeah.
Brick. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this is the little, there's a little area that's a river, and this runs down. It's like a brook running, but it was running all the time. But look here, like shale or ledge, which is just from whatever the melted building is that was there. I guess it's just all.
Yeah. Now that uniform shape. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obvious structure there.
There was a couple of places. Oh, like here. This is water. It looks funny in this picture for some reason, but this is, you know, where the water was running. But these were like stood up straight on the opposite side. Look at.
Yeah, and those pieces just come out, Patty. I saw a bit of that, and I just pulled out a piece, and it was red inside. Like if you pull them apart, there's where you can see where it's been cooked out.
Yeah, they stood up, like on those walls. That's what I think. That's all about from the frequency. That's what I think. Yeah. Oh, this is that other one. Remember I said I thought I had another picture of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
More of a great, and twisted ironwork there.
Yeah, and there's bricks in here. See the bricks?
Yeah.
It's bricks.
Almost a pipe or something. A steel pipe in there.
Yeah. And then in this, there's a couple of pieces of, I don't know if that's a big nail or like some kind of iron thing in that rock that's right there. I guess they're just out of order. Like you said, sometimes you put them in order and they get all messed up. This was another one. They always put bars on them. I guess they don't want the dead people to get out. I don't know. This is a lot of scorching. Look at this and this huge balloon rock here.
Oh, no.
A lot of scorching. A lot of different types of evidence. Anybody that's new, that's just coming into this. This one was I liked this one when I saw this one because look at how all these balloon rocks popped out, but these bricks stayed intact. There's some damage to them, but they stayed intact. But look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wall even looks like it's leaning forward a little bit too, Patty, like it's pushing
Yeah.
from behind. It's not, straight up and down, is it? It's really
No.
walked
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
wall, an
Yeah.
expansion.
So that was kind of my aha moments, was when I realized that the balloon rocks in my cellar were probably caused from the X Factor event. And then when I started to go out a few places, like this place was one of them, when I saw these like this, but the rest of the bricks remained, that was like, oh my goodness, it really happened. That's kind of like what really did it for me, those few things there. Yeah. Yeah. And then I went to America's Stonehenge, which they call it America's Stonehenge. It's, they think it's 4,000 years old. You know how the narrative goes. Located near the summit of Mystery Hill is a massive complex of stone chambers, walls, and large standing stones, both radiocarbon dating. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So I just put a couple of pictures in. This looks like the thing I just photographed on the side of that hill in the cemetery, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It looks just like it.
Yeah.
And so I just put a couple of these in too. I did find red brick in a couple of the structures here. And oh yeah, there's one there when I was photographing these. I did find that. I found a couple of other places where there was red brick too. And those were kind of clinches for me too. That was in the early spring. Red brick here. There was a few other spots too in another one. I didn't really want to go in there. It was kind of creepy. You start to think, what if that falls? I'll die. Not yet. I'm not ready. So I just, took pictures inside like that. That's where it was. I wasn't going to go in that deep. No.
Yeah, but that's definitely a building.
And this is all melt. This is all melt on here. It's not, they say, oh, there's ledge there. That's why they built those structures. No, these probably go down so many stories. It's incredible.
Exactly.
Where is the ground? We don't know. We don't know where the real ground level is. This is supposed to be one of those stones that, one of the astrological stones they claim, like Stonehenge, that one right there was supposed to be something. I didn't really pay attention to it, to tell you the truth. That's not what I was looking for, This is along a river that I stopped at in Billerica, Massachusetts. And these all turn to blocks. Look at huge one here on the bottom, some smaller ones here.
Wow.
Small ones up at the top. So all just different. You can see these were bricks and haven't turned into big blocks yet. So just random pictures of evidence. I don't know what this is, but you can see brick layers, brick lines.
Yeah.
I don't remember where this was from. But I liked it, so I took the picture. Concord River Mill Dams, that's what it was in Billerica. Middlesex Canal Company. Erected in 1798 at the bottom, it says, yeah.
And it was filled with gravel and stone.
Oh,
They filled it in. My goodness.
Yeah. So this is it here. Now, would you build a falls with all of this shit sitting here like this?
Oh my. Yeah.
Would you do that? I wouldn't do that. This is all rock. This is a piece of a tree stump or something here. But this is all melted structure here. All of this here is all melted structure.
Yeah, so there's this beautifully constructed dam with these rubble ruins.
Yeah.
It's right in the middle of it. Doesn't make sense either.
It's kind of funny, isn't it? This is another view of it here. All these blocks are here. And then these are all sitting here. Strange. Now, a year ago, I wouldn't have thought anything about it. I would have said, oh, yeah, look at the falls, but now you see with different eyes. This is the other side. So the blocking was all over here. And then there's all of this, all expanding out. Look at this. These are all cooked up. Some type of a pipe here. I don't know what that was for. I have no idea. But this is all.
Yeah, melted out, expanded bricks coming out from the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we used to think that those blocks were built around this, like, oh, that rock there, it's a bit
Yeah.
inconvenient, we'll just build around it.
I know.
But now to know that it's actually part of the structure,
Right.
it's
Right.
incredible.
Right. Yeah, there's a picture when I went back up, a little further back. This is in Methuen, near the center of town, actually, the center of my town. This is the Spigot River, and you can see all of the, transformed bricks into rocks and some blocks and stuff, even this bridge, the arch. But look at how this remained.
Yeah. Can you zoom that a little, Patty, so I can have a look at the detail there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even under here,
Yeah.
this looks like brick in here too.
Yeah, and those bricks are damaged bricks, even though they're still bricks. There's,
Yeah.
got that slight damage to them where, that bit hasn't been affected. It's not a patch job. That's just not been as affected.
Yeah. Whoops. And this is a building that's very close to that. It used to be the town hall / jail, I think around 1910 and 1920 or something. You can see that there's damage here. Of course, these are all transformed. Look at all the different sizes. Who's going to build like that, right? So you can see all the heat damage here, all the scorching too. I don't know if I put a little video in here or not on it or not. No, I didn't. This was another place that I had gone to. Like I said, these are just random ones I put in this folder. Where they put this iron in, I guess after the fact maybe, but you can see inside this little entryway or doorway or whatever it was. Look at the bricks behind there.
Yeah.
These layers all transformed to blocks, yes. But look at in this part in here, it's still all red brick.
Yeah, and that movement of the outcasing of that, the concrete molding, it's got that movement in it, that melty movement where it's been heat damage, just like swirling and
swirly whirly. Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Got all brick inside.
Yeah. And it looks like here on the ground too, it looks like this is all brick here too. See it?
Yeah.
Of course, now there's all grass and vegetation on it, but bricky. Yeah, this was like, it's like a game we play every day when we go do something like this. Find the red brick.
Yeah, such a thrill.
Right there. There's a good one right there. You can see there's some here and this melted one and all that. Something.
Yeah, Jen says this is the best thing to do, Patty. Definitely teach them while they're young. We have to take back our children's minds.
Yes, we absolutely do. We absolutely do. And then in June, I went to the 6-year-olds. He's in first grade. I went to the 6-year-olds. It was Grandparents' Day. And I got to go to both their classrooms. They're in the same grammar school. And I went to his first. And of course, what's the first thing I see when I walk in? And his, he lit up when he saw that I walked in the classroom. What does each kid have on their desk? A globe. A little small globe. I said, oh my God, I better just zip my mouth while I'm here. Not say anything. But yeah, right away, right from, first grade, kindergarten, first grade on. It's the first thing they teach them. Yeah. It's crazy. Here's a brick here. Another one. Now here's a few of them in this piece here. These are good ones. These survived. This one survived pretty good. These are melty, and this one's broken in half. These are just some heat damaged walls. A couple of more pictures of those. Water snot oozing out of it here. Damaged walls. These are the ones, that fascinate me when I see these. I'm just in awe of them whenever I see them. And like I said, I'll see some that are only a foot high off the ground. And what a couple of my friends told me, because I put it on my Facebook page, one of the videos like this, I said, look at these. Why did these people build these like this? I don't think they did. And that's when I had my first Meltology shirt on. And they said, well, what's Meltology? So I had to tell them. And I think you answered one of my friends too, Deb. I think you answered one of my friends on that time on my site. It's the study of melted red brick buildings. And they said, oh, no, they built these like this so the teenagers won't sit on your wall. I said, all right, okay.
Yeah.
You
Don't
see
think
one
that'll
that's low
work.
to the ground that's only a foot high because it's so buried underneath, and you still see those. So that screws the narrative up right there. Nobody's going to sit that low. So that's not the answer. Look at how melted this is here.
Yeah, definitely melted
Right
out.
down. Yeah.
Mm.
So these are just some samples. If anybody is new, like I said, for people to see what to look for in their own towns, their own cities.
Yeah.
Because it's everywhere.
Yeah, and walls are a great place to start. Any sort of
Yeah.
walls or trails.
Yeah. That's what I did. This is a bridge over that same river, the Spigot River. And let me just zoom in here because I can. You can see the bricks under here. Look, you can see the lines, bricks. This is melty, but you can see the bricks in here underneath. Yeah, there's a picture of it there. And this is all balloon rocking blocks on the other side. Oh, I guess I did do a
Over
video.
there, it
This is
looks like
another
that
one.
corner where I said it was kind of breaking up there. It's like a damaged wall underneath transformed bricks.
Oh, yeah, right there. There's bricks.
Right there with big balloon rocks around. Over there, it looks like that corner.
Oh, and this is called the Marlin Mill apartment building. It was an old mill where they made woolens and things like that. Late 1800s, early 1900s. And again, this is in my town. This is just some of the damage to the side of the building. Look at his brick under here, but look at these blocks. And of course, all the heat damage all around these windows. That's just a little bit further away, the view. You can see in the background, look at, there's a wall in the background. Look at the damage to that way back there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and this is another section of town where there's, I forget what the business is. It's in there. I don't know what they do. I forget. Air purifying company or something. I don't know. But this is just all heat damaged brick all on the outside of the building.
And scorching too. That looks
Yeah.
like scorch marks.
Just look at this melt right here. I just saw that. Like the brick dripping down. Yeah. And this is the one where they have their conduit to go into those apartments.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Oh, brick, balloon rocks, blocks, more bricks, another balloon rock. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? And somebody might look at it and say, oh, look at how they had to do that with those bricks to fix this. What about all this?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's just crazy. Yeah. Once you see it with different eyes now, it's altogether different. Altogether different. Here's the other side of the conduit. Look at this piece.
That's insane.
It's
wow.
really cooked. And then down here too, all of it. It's just all cooked. And why these survive this, some pockets of survival. I don't know why. So this building here, this is the other side of it. Now, this was the factory. The walls I just showed you are the opposite side of the building. So this, I went up on this little bridge that we call it in town the $1 Million Bridge because they built it for people to walk across. I've never seen anybody walk across it yet. And it's near the center of town. And I saw, I saw all of this here, but I saw this archway. And I don't know why it's there now. We've had a very, very hot summer. It's a drought, I know, but like this is a little pool of water here. And I'm standing over the falls where the water, I don't know why those keep showing like that. I'm putting my cursor too far down. The water streams down here like this. So let me just go in close on this. I think I have another picture of it though.
I've seen a lot of those column structures, Patty, that were actually like old world lifts, like
an elevator.
yeah.
Well, maybe
I'm not
that's
sure
what this was, because look at it. It's jutted out from the building anyways. It was built that way, I guess. It juts out. But then the arch is like this. You can see this one here also. It's probably one on the other side. So you think that's what it might have been? Like
I've just seen a post recently about the old world elevators, and it just reminds me of that structure is similar to what you see in an elevator.
I'll have to look into it, because that really interests me. I don't know what it was for. But, you're probably right, and it would have stopped at each floor. Yeah, you're right. I'll look into it. Oh, here's a closer view of it. It looks like some of these fell out. I don't know if we can see brick behind that or not. I guess not. It's cooked, actually, but...
Yeah, you can see the melt underneath.
Yeah.
Look at that big slab underneath that. It goes right along.
This.
Yeah, it's huge. No way they're getting that up there.
I know. That's like me in the cellar. How did they pick up those big rocks? They didn't. Yeah, it's heat damaged. It almost looks like there's something in the water there, doesn't it? Let me just go back in there for a minute. Right here.
Yeah, I can see like a platform, a slab.
Something. It's like the water's staying in that area. It's pooled in that little area. This almost looks like a little rounded kind of thing. The blocks. I don't know.
Yeah, it's flooded out. Broken plumbing. Maybe it's flooded out there.
Maybe. Oh, I did the video. I didn't think I included it.
On a bridge up above the falls. I came back to them because I wanted to try to get a picture of that archway down there that's kind of in the water on the side of the building.
Patty, I'm just popping to the loo.
There's the river. See? That other thing has a pond to the right.
All these big rocks there underneath. The melted rocks. You can see them there.
All melt.
On a bridge.
And then this is just some other random still shots of this was the corner of not a pillar, like a post, but you can see it's melted here. This is a piece of iron. I think it must have been another fence like this on the other side that they probably removed. And this is that black stuff like Jen was talking about. Are you there, Deb? Oh, I think she hit the wrong button again, Dean. Let her in.
No, darling, she's at the Louvre. She'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Okay. This is melt coming down, whether it's from this piece of iron here or it's just the heat going up. Could be a combination of the both things. This is a couple of pictures of this farmhouse is in Derry, New Hampshire. This is the Robert Frost farm. Robert Frost lived in Derry while he taught at Pinkerton Academy in Derry for about 8 years. So I think it was right after he bought this place, right after his young son passed away, who was only like 11 or 12 years old when he died. So this was his farmhouse. And I happened to stop on, I think it was a Tuesday maybe. And of course I wanted to take pictures and they were closed. I couldn't go inside. So I just walked around the property and took pictures of the foundation and that. So yeah, Robert Frost Historical Site. See, open Wednesday. I was there on a Tuesday. Oh, well. So these are just a couple of pictures of the foundation of his home, of the farmhouse. You can see that's red brick. This is all red brick. That's all transformed, but I love it when they keep the color, we can.
It's amazing too, the foundation, and it's not even stuck together with anything. It's not even concreted in.
Yeah.
It's so unstable, doesn't it, for a foundation?
Yeah. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Wood is okay. But this is this is all seeping out. Maybe it just heated up so much, it just all seeped out, and all that was left was what the turned into bricks into blocks and rocks and things. You know, see, like, look at this one. This is okay, but this is all transformed. Oh, Stone Mill. This was that. That's that old building that had the big, huge chimney. See, they're out of order. I knew it was someplace. Here's a picture of, this is me when I revisited it, and I'm looking through the fence and tried to take a few more pictures of it, but it was hard to, take them because they had it all fenced off.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah. Oh.
All heat damaged bricks. Amazing.
Chain link fence.
Yeah.
It's fencing around the majority of the building, except that one entrance. You see the remnants of bricks there.
Yeah.
These windows are windows, and you can see how the incline goes up there, so that there's hardly anything to the windows. What's left of them.
Katie says every mountain has a brick lining.
Yeah. And that's just the chimney again. Look at the difference in the color here from these. These are very just dark cooked bricks, but these turned into blocks and popcorn rocks and things like that. Some bricks remain, though. It's just amazing that some can withstand that heat, strange, but you can see how resistant is up now. Yeah. It's a big building. That's just caught my eye. That's kind of strange, isn't it? It's like pieces, small pieces of bricks, and then the discoloring. Just odd. This is the foot of the chimney. This was part of the chimney, too. There was one section of it that looked like that. Like, look at how cooked out this piece is. This piece is black. Half black and half red.
Oh, I'm back. I'm glitched out for a minute.
This one?
Wow. Such variety.
Yeah.
And that's just from not from natural decomposition. This is, heat damage.
Yeah.
Altered states of matter.
Yeah. That's just another picture of it. See, the one I just showed you was the one over here on this side, but here's another pocket of survival right here. Look at that. Isn't that strange? And up here too. A couple of other ones up near the top. That's not the top. That's probably halfway up because it was a big tall one. Yeah, and they had this machinery there. That's why I knew they were going to be starting to do something. But then, I don't know if they've done anything. I haven't gone back down. I don't know if they're going to remove it or knock it down or what they were doing. I don't know. Yeah, look at, there's a couple there too. One's missing it. And these chimneys, when they built them, are so thick, the walls of them. Like the buildings, the same thing. Now, here's the side of the building. Now, look at this, survived.
Yeah, incredible.
There, but this is all transformed. These blocks, I don't know if, I don't know. Do you think that somebody blocked them up, or do you think that's...
Yeah, yeah, it is hard to say because of the varieties. They look like they've been filled in. I mean, the arch on the left side is brick-filled.
Right.
Yeah, but that one looks like newer blocks.
I think they might have blocked it up. Yeah, after the fact. I think so. Because this one was, from the heat damage. So different.
Natalie says all bricks matter.
That's right. I think that this was blocked up too after. This looks like newer to me, doesn't it to you too?
Yeah, it does. It has that.
The arch survived. Now, all those arches amaze me. They really do. You know, so many
Yeah.
of them hold up.
Technology, not just
Yeah.
an arch. It's got
Right,
a purpose, a functional purpose.
right. All of them. Look at
Mm.
over all the windows.
All filled in. Incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, this, look at all these, it turned to all these rocks up here, though. Strange. And this, just very odd how, however it traveled, the heat pattern, it's different in everything, it seems. Everything.
And the plant life feeding off it too,
Yeah,
It's
look at
obviously-
that.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. And this was the edge of that building. This is a different building over here, but this is the edge of that building. And I think that's I don't know if it's a small chimney going up the side. I forget now. But look, you can see where it's sporadic. There's a few bricks there, a few here. This area is, there's some. The rest of this is all melted and transformed. It's just really, and of course, like you said, all this English ivy or whatever it is growing up the side of it. Yeah, so you can see the fencing around it. So I couldn't get close enough to take pictures of that side. I would like to have, but I think that's my
Amazing.
last one on that folder. Yeah.
Oh, great, Patty. My goodness. So that venue was shut on the day that you were there, so that you can go in there and check it
Yeah,
out.
I that was about a month ago. Well, maybe 5 weeks ago I was down there. I don't know if they knocked it down. I don't know. I haven't been down that way to check it out, but I am going to go down and see. It would be a shame if they did, but if they're not going to use it, I suppose. Why keep it on the National Register if we're not going to use it? So I don't know. Well, let's see. What time is it? I've got 9:15 my time.
Yeah, mine's 11:45 in the morning.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're tomorrow already. You're Tuesday, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's all good in the future, guys.
14 hours ahead of me, right? Yeah, 14 hours ahead of me. Wow. It's the next day there.
Well, I've got some. Oh,
do you
sorry,
have
Patty.
a little bit you want to show? Maybe we can go another 15 or 20 minutes or so, you think?
If you like, yeah. I've got a folder. It's not too many. I think it's about 40 photos.
Okay.
Of this awesome spot I found. I mean, it's not boots on the ground, but something I found online. It's pretty cool.
Okay, that's good. And I'll be back in 1 minute, okay?
All right, darling.
Let me put, I have to hit something here. I'm sharing something I shouldn't be sharing. Wait.
Uh-oh.
Stop cam. You all set? I'll be
Almost there. Oh. All right, guys, this is a place China, Tibet, an obvious destroyed building. I think this is one of those places that they say, disappeared overnight. I didn't look too much into the official narrative because they're lies, but an interesting place for meltologists. All cooked into ash, brick cooked into ash, brick surviving, multi-level, staggered building. Building remains sticking up the top. The rest is all melted. This whole area is really amazing. Yeah, and it even says here, spectacular buildings left behind that still stand to this day. So they're saying this is a building. I don't know what they're saying these are around it, the surrounds. But it's all building. You can see the flood, the brick ash flood, pockets of survival all the way through here. They've even got a tunnel system in this place. Expanded brick. cooked out bricks, fried buildings. All ashen surrounds.
Wow.
Like a major city, really. I mean, these look, this is all rock curtained over, but you can see apertures and everything in here, arches, brick lines, block lines. And these have survived a lot better because it's further away from the heat, but still cooked out. There's pockets of survival. These might have been redone, but these they may be original survivors. But yeah, multi-level building.
Yeah. Wow.
It's surviving. Obvious melt here. This whole wall surviving. Melted out apertures.
Wow. That's amazing.
Incredible. Still see the red staining from the bricks coming out.
It looks so strange because it's just the outer walls that are standing there. You know what I mean? It's nothing covering the top, in other words. You know what I mean? You can just see all the outer walls.
Yeah, that's it, Patty. Like all the interiors are totally cleared out. The ceilings are gone. They could have been made out of a different
Material.
yeah. And sort of stupor-like leftovers are sticking out there. But I think I've seen a lot of these. You know, that video that I did at the top of the building tops.
Yeah.
And it's got that square, cooked out
Right.
square shape. That's what I'm thinking that I'm finding on the top of my melt that I'm exploring here.
Wow.
It's very similar. Oh, this melt just flowing down and coming for this building, really, wasn't it?
Mm.
And here we can see the multi-levels, the layering, the terracing, all ashen at the base. Yeah, it looks like
columns. It looks like it, huh?
Yeah, definite supportive structure. Not sedimentary layers, not tectonic plates. This is support for a structure, original support for a structure, multi-level terraced building. Remnants of buildings down here, but you can see the bubbling effect.
Look at how high up. Wow.
Not much greenery either, so not much grows in these lands anymore.
Hi, kitty.
And this level, flat, straight level, angled, leaning over. Totally annihilated this place. Massive column tower structure.
Wow.
Almost unrecognizable. We can see that once was a building. You've got your upper layer here. Next level. Another level here. The forefront level coming down. Another levels. Major city annihilated. It's a bit Star Warsy. Apertures all the way along. Multi-level building. Cooked out. Destroyed. Bricks everywhere. These have all been blended, cooked into rock. All heat damaged. Surviving bricks, always good to see. You can see the melt lines here in the forefront.
Is that a
Sort of-
shadow or an aperture right there? Right below your
Oh,
person.
here?
Yeah,
That's a shadow, I think.
it's a shadow.
Yeah, that's a shadow there. But this big crack, this is the
Yeah.
stucco coming off.
Wow.
The outer moulding peeled off, revealing the bricks beneath. Cooked out bricks. Melt lines up here, you can see it flowing, melting down. Apertures all the way along, different levels. And I think in here, I don't know, Dean's got his magnifying glass, but that was like a bit of red in there.
Let me see. I'll look with mine. Oh, that's a little guy waving at you. No.
The little red man.
Yeah, it's a little guy waving. I did see something red though.
Yeah, like a red in there. But this level here looks like it's sunken down. It's got the apertures, but it's disappearing into the melt. This level's intact, this level here.
Wow.
But incredibly heat damaged. Surviving building tops sticking out of the melt. Expanded out
Look
here.
at that. Yeah, that expanded area right there. What happened?
Crazy. All brick ash lying around. Building remnants still surviving, but you can see the obvious melt here, the flow coming down, pouring over the edge. Intense meltdown, this place. Wow. Annihilated city. Massive complex. Pockets of survival, giving it away. Yeah, you can see, the platforms here, every level indented.
Wow.
Would have been amazing to sort of travel up through these places and I mean, the adventure just would have gone on and on and on. Maybe people didn't have like permanent homes. It was just a constant sort of traveling and adventuring and
could be.
moving on and places, like a little bit like Airbnbs today. They're all set up, ready to go, and everyone just moves along and keeps, going to new places. That would be awesome. A great way to see the world. You just constantly travel and get what you need in each place. It'd be amazing.
Yeah. Oh, look at this.
Melty. Red brick survivors, severely damaged. Yeah, would be a stunning place to explore. So barren, nothing growing there. Yet these surviving buildings, remnants. I'm not sure if anyone stays here anymore, but it doesn't look like there'd be much going on.
It looks like, can you go back to that for a second? The front part of it, does it look like those walls with things standing up?
Yes, that's what I meant to get for you, Patty. It's this sort of marking that's on a church of mine. It's got that same look.
I think it's in a lot of things. I just hadn't noticed before. We hadn't noticed. Even on the opposite wall, you can see it on all the sides. They're all stood up.
Yeah.
Yeah. From the, the
electrical energy.
The electrical energy, the frequency. Yeah, exactly.
There's a fully cooked out building. You can see it's all melted out from the base. It was a lot taller. It's cooked out. There might have been a bigger complex around it. And this was the main tower. That is obvious melt. Not a natural formation. You can see the flow, devastation. And the remnants, no doubt about it, that's a melted building. And the same here. This, you say this is a building, you might say this is a mountain, but it's all the same. All part of the same. One's just more destroyed than the other.
Wow. Incredible photos.
Heat striation marks. These aren't peak marks. Peak marks. They didn't carve this out. It was already built. Blocks, mortar, bricks sticking up out of the melted building. Pocket of survival here. Yeah, look in here. They've got stuff in the ground, structure in the ground, red brick. Huge complex, enormous.
Wow.
Heat damage. You can see the flow coming down over these buildings, over the tops of them, almost forming a roof over the top of it.
Yeah.
And of course, there's underground tunnels.
Are those steps in there too, or is it just, it looks like?
Yeah, these are steps coming down.
Yeah. Wow.
Underground. See obvious bricks in here.
Right there. Yeah.
Same. There are those standing up bricks.
It's like they couldn't do anything else because it was the top of it. You know what I mean? So they just stood up. That's what I think. I don't know. Who knows, right?
Yeah, or whether they were molded into, I'll show you just a little bit further on, Patty, these similar things but on a bigger scale. So it's coming up. Yes, more of the same. This melt coming down, encroaching over here. Minimal plant life. Much surviving up there.
Yeah, if they're so cooked out and there's nothing left, like you said, there's nothing growing on them.
Cooked bricks.
Wow.
Severe heat damage going on here.
They look like beehive ovens, don't they?
Sunken down, buried under the brick ash. Red brick surviving. Arches and apertures, probably to tunnels to nowhere. Yeah, this is all melted down, destroyed. These turrets sticking out. Looks very castle-like. You've got your terraced multi-levels.
Yeah.
This is all buried under the ash. Pockets of survival. Another layer up here sticking out.
Oh.
Stunning place. I mean, geez. Obvious city.
Wow.
So grand, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's just amazing. You can just imagine how it was,
Yeah, and I think this is in China, Tibet, that sort of area. And for a place that's supposed to be so densely overpopulated and everything, there's still these vast areas where it's been annihilated.
Right.
Oh, this is what I was telling you about, Patty. These larger scale ones that.
Look at that.
So whether they were molded into that shape and That's why they're standing up. You know, they were maybe molded upright in the first place.
Right, right.
Possibly. Just another couple of views of these. Let's see the drippage, the mortar drippage, and balloon rocking.
Yeah.
Bricks turning, ballooning out, expanding, swollen bricks, but they were originally all bricks. But the base is cooked out. The heat came from the bottom. All the mortar came oozing out from the electrical frequency, ashed out at the base.
Wow. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, what a bizarre scene, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Come across, we'd be like, what happened here? You can tell something happened. This
Yeah.
isn't just natural.
Right, right.
All up in here, the structure.
Same thing. Wow.
All the colour cooked out. Different levels.
Wow.
Yeah, building remnants poking out of the brick ash and the melt. No plant life existing. Sinking down. The melt here. More over here. This one's just more mangled, but was a building like this one. This one's just more destroyed. And more apertures over here. Sinking down in the melt.
Wow.
The amount of ash too isn't incredible, Patty. Like
I know, that's incredible. It's like it's burying it. The remains are being buried by the ash. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for that one.
Mark Melstone says, brick love to you all. Katie, welcome. Glad to have you here. Katie says, it's a red brick life for me. That's good.
Ah, good.
Nice. Mark's being facetious.
Again?
You're all crazy. The glaciers made this. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Hey, kitty cat. My cat's sitting here meowing at me. He can't be hungry. He ate a little while ago. He's just meowing.
So no guests today. That's all right. I know Jojo wants to come in. I've spoken to her. She posts in Meltology Boots on the Ground group, and she's fairly new to Meltology, but very, very interested, very, very keen.
Good.
A lovely, lovely person, interested in all sorts of things. She's also got her own Facebook group called Octave 11.
Oh,
So
I
I'll
want to
give
write
that-
that down. Wait 1 second.
Yeah.
Say it again. Octave
Octave 11.
11. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
She's got a lot of spunk, a lot of character. She's really, really sweet. And so she's really keen on joining us, Patty. So I forgot to send her the link today. I said I would, but I thought maybe Leanne or Crystal maybe would come in. But so I'll send it out to her anyway. I'll start sending it out to her and she can come and join
Okay,
us.
super. That's great. That's great. All right. Well, everybody that's in the chat, thank you so much for coming in. It's been a good night, just the two of us, but I think it went pretty well. Huh?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. I like being your co-host.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it too. Yeah, very fortunate.
So, and Dean, thanks from the background from helping us out. We appreciate it. Awesome. And thank you, Laughing Eagle, for allowing us to do this and have our ladies' night on Monday nights. We love you. And I miss you coming into the streams like you used to more often, but we get to still see you. So that's great.
We'll have to act up, Patty, and get him to come in.
We have to come in more often. That's what we have to do.
We have to be naughty. And then
we'll be naughty and he'll have to come in and say something to us. That's
direct
the show. That sounds good.
Plan.
Yeah. So we want to thank Dean too, and James. James is Meltology's finest. We have Mark with our Melted Reality. We have so many people. I'll try to remember them. I have a list that I'm looking at. I'm cheating a little bit. We have Deborah, the Red Brick Chick. Okay, this Deb. We have Shapu, Fruit Kiss, Research My Research, Alchemos 83. Rocky, please don't claw me like that. He's clawing me.
Rocky.
He wants the attention, right? We have Crystal Pyramids, and Crystal's site on YouTube is The Melted Truth. We have Tobias, Peeking Through the Veil, Connecting the Dots. I think I said Leanne Brick Truth, or did I? No, I didn't. We have I Am Kairos. Let's see. Who else did I not say here?
We got Truth Seeker 69, Epic
Jen.
Streams.
Yeah.
She's doing a stream, I think, now every Sunday, once a week.
Yeah.
And she's covering the Melted States of America. So they've done 3, I think, on the Melted States. They're up to, well, they've just finished Arizona. So they've done Alaska, Alabama, Arizona. Awesome streams, awesome evidence. Shapu's just killer with the evidence there. And Crystal Pyramids was terrific last night, and her evidence. And amazing streams happening there every Sunday as well. So is it Sunday for you guys or Sunday for me? I get confused because I'm in Australia. But I think she said Sundays.
It's Jen. It's Sundays. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Monday for you, Sunday, but for her. Yeah, exactly. I think she's an hour behind me. I'm Eastern Standard Time. So for me, it's just after 9 o'clock at night here now. And it's 11 o'clock in the morning for you? Right?
Yeah, it's 11 now.
Yeah, funny.
And also we've got some great Facebook groups, the Melted Red Brick University. One question for admission to get admission, and there's a lot of evidence there. You can post your own evidence, and mountains, melted brick buildings, and also the group All Mountains Melted Brick Buildings. And we've also got our very own from Mark, our Boots on the Ground guy, the King of Boots. He has a Meltology.
Boots on the Ground
Facebook group
site. And, absolutely.
So lots of places to start there for anyone new. It's a great journey to be on. So get on the Red Brick Road.
It's wonderful, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's the thing.
Oh, you're right, Natalie. It is 11:11 right now.
Awesome. Yeah, it is for Deb. Exactly. Yeah, 11:11. So thank you all for coming in. We appreciate it. We hope we see you next Monday night too. Of course, the streams are on every night. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Fervent Heat is on. Wednesday night is Mark on Melted Reality. Thursday night, I'm not sure. I think
James.
They're kind of filling in together. No, I think it might probably be Dean and Laughing Eagle, and a couple of them might come in. James. Friday night is Alchemos and Melted Seraph, thank you. And then Saturday night is James. Right?
Saturday, James, that's Saturday night.
Yeah. And then the Sunday night show is Laughing Eagle, and who else was on Sunday night?
Big Easy with Laughing Eagle.
Yeah. So there's something on every night. So please join us and have some fun. We have fun. We have laughs. We share our evidence. And if you have evidence, you might be able to come on the show, share it first on one of the other, the shows that we talked about, Melted Red Brick University, Meltology Boots on the Ground, and we'll take it from there. But thank you all for viewing us and for chatting in the chat with us. We appreciate it all. We love you all. Brick love.
Yeah, love you all. Brick love, everyone. Mwah.